And we are live and unmuted.
Live and unmuted? Oh no, that means that we can't do chaos. Oh wait, no, that means the gates are unlocked on chaos. Hi, I'm Neysa does cosplay, and this is Tears of Kairos, and we are down a different person tonight. Jed has family things, and so what we are going to do is we're going to do a run around. Where are our people? Sorry, you didn't want to.
Probably miss. Yeah, that.
Just realized our little bloop, 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 bloops aren't there. That makes me sad.
That means they probably weren't here last week.
No, they were there last week.
Yeah.
For sure. There they are.
I'm pretty sure they were because I watched them.
Dewey? What are you
Dewey's over here. I don't know what Dewey's coughing on.
It's not one of my French fries.
It is not one of my baby dice. I picked them up.
You probably got a hold of a fuzzy on the couch.
Fuzzy on the couch, or I dropped the peanut.
So today we are sadly down Jed, who plays Arten, Dawnwatcher, our Leonin biter, fighter bard combination. But we can do the runaround of the rest of the table really quickly.
You don't have to.
That this is hey everybody. That this is Ninja Spence 21. I will be playing Zhonya Embersong, that the Fire Genasi Chronologist, not along with her. With her trusty blink dog familiar Zorina.
Sorry, I had a burp. Nate. I play Tal'gor the Terrorific. I'm a barbarian.
I'm Hewitt, or Miro. I'm playing Fil'verl Ettin, the Astral Elf Sorlock.
Alrighty, we'll do
another class. Now I gotta take another class.
You don't have to. She's still Zhonya's still a solo class.
I know.
Yeah, well, here's the deal: is we know that dog has taken at least 4 different classes at this point. It can action surge and inspire.
What?
No, she can't.
No, it can't.
Yet.
Let me headcanon this.
No.
All it does is just go teleport, bite, and probably teleport somebody elsewhere to the end of the world. Who knows?
True. This is very true. All right. Over the last few sessions, and by few I mean closing in on about 10 sessions, this crew of individuals has been running around plane hopping and looking for the shards of Kairos' heart so that maybe possibly they can actually raise the bound god from beneath the nest of Z'Rael and set him about putting his eldest son in line, because his eldest son's doing some bad juju.
Do we have a side quest to find the belt of Kairos?
There's no belt.
We need a belt.
Oh no, he just shows up. Go find a switch.
How does Kairos keep his pants up?
No.
Wear pants.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a boy dragon.
Dragons can wear pants.
No.
They're only like Digimon.
Dragons just straight up Donald Duck it. They'll get shirts.
Digimon dragons wear pants and also carry guns. But continue.
Oh my word. Okay.
America Dragon.
I know nothing about Digimon. That was an education. Okay. In any case, they have successfully retrieved a shard that was located in Strixhaven. They managed to get that taken care of. Went back to Z'Rael for a quick pop back. Found out some other things, did some things, gathered some information and intel, and then decided to hop their way over to Ixalon. Ixalon being another Magic the Gathering crossover plane. This one predominantly filled with dinosaurs, pirates, Sun Empire individuals, and apparently little blue-skinned, white-haired monkey men goblins. And one of them has been kind of sort of adopted by the group. Their name is Grog. Grog likes buttons, because who doesn't? Last session, specifically, the party was escorted into the capital of the Sun Empire, which is, if I don't mess things up, Pachatupa. And after speaking with the Empress, whose name I do not remember because I forgot to pull up that page of my notes, Nawafel, After speaking with her, she took them for planeswalkers. Planeswalkers are apparently a thing that she was familiar with, and essentially afforded you guys some kind of elevated status, offered to get you whatever you needed, and set you up for whatever you need to do. So you all got a map for your travels here in Ixalon. The map is pinned in Discord. And since you weren't here last week, Nate, what has been decided, and we're going to make sure that we're all on the same page still, you all were given mounts. The mount stats are also in the chat. I don't think we actually pinned those.
I had that we didn't pin them.
But they do exist. I might actually
That there's the picture I took.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, it's right here. No, that's not it. Damn. God.
Yeah, it's got the burrow beaks.
Right, yes, the burrow beaks. They're essentially a Lystrosaurus, which is something like a badger-type creature, but with a parrot-like beak on the front.
Okay.
I did upscale them a little bit from the rules as written to make things easier. But so with these Lystrosaurus, these burrow beaks for your mounts, you all were able to head out of Pachatupa. You kind of skirted the forest along, kind of between the beach and the forest along the sun coast. Went all the way past this other ruined city on the map, Atsokan, and you turned and kind of spent the night across the river from Otepec. Your plan so far is to travel upriver, cross over the river to go through Pekatli,
Okay.
and head down the river, like pass through the mountains with the river, and follow the river down to the primal wellspring, which then gets you closer to the Temple of Aklosot, where the compass seems to be pointing in that general direction,
Okay.
and has not moved.
You said the temple? So like right here, what you have right here, we're 1.5 days from Wellspring. And,
Right. Well, y'all are still on the way between Otepec and Pekatli,
Okay.
but y'all should, unless something happens, y'all should make it to Pekatli by evening. And then it should be, according to the map, about a day and a half between Pekatli and Primal Wellspring, because you can just follow the river. You don't have to, like, actually ford a lot of mountains or anything like that. But between the Wellspring and the temple, it's going to be a little rougher going because there's not really a direct path.
Yeah.
So that's why the kind of distances aren't exactly equivalent.
Well, I mean, in the alien world, we don't know.
Yeah. But y'all do have a map, and you can look at the map, and it
Okay.
yeah. So right now, y'all are kind of, it's still mid-morning-ish, and y'all are between Pekatli and Otepec. You can see the larger forest on the south side of the river, and there's a little patch of trees on the north side of the river. Y'all are kind of in the open space between the river and the little patch of trees on the north.
Okay.
That's kind of roughly
So
where y'all are.
ahead of, above Pekatli?
Not quite. Like, if Pekatli is 10 on the clock, and Otepec is, would that be 4 on the clock?
See, yeah.
Y'all are kind of somewhere around, like, just between 12 and 1.
Okay.
Currently. The only other important bit of info was, it was in the wee early morning hours, Arten had actually seen something in the tall grass ambush a little hadrosaur. And when y'all went past where it had been ambushed earlier, there were like large wolf tracks. But y'all didn't see or hear anything.
Cool.
So
That's what I like to see.
The wolf tracks were leading back towards the forest, and that was kind of more like directly north of Otepec, like before, a couple hours ago. So
And I still only understand Infernal.
right, but you've been getting running translations from either Zhonya or Erebos.
Okay.
We're making this easy for the mechanics.
Okay.
We're not forgetting about you. But yeah, so what we're going to do here is the only things I didn't roll for were random encounters between the stuff that I've already figured out. So, since we're traveling, would one or the other of you roll me a D100?
Do it. I mean, what can possibly go wrong?
Everything.
It has been
Or nothing.
various. 25.
Alright.
Quarter of the way there.
Alright.
Sorry.
Then, Iffins. Let me see. Which one do I want? Because I have new tables. There we go. Then, Nate, would you do me the honor and roll me a d10?
Yes. 7.
Roll it again. That's not working. That's a nighttime thing, and this is daytime.
4.
That's also not working. Try one more time.
5.
That I can work with.
All right.
Okay.
We finally get there. Okay. Now if I don't lose track of what I'm doing here. Nope, not there. It'll be here. It is there. Hello. Oh, shnikes. Okay. We also have new books of monsters to play with. This is gonna be fun. Okay. I don't know where did
Mom,
It's talking to his mom.
Okay.
we can venture it.
We should talk about something else until Myra gets back. How's life, guys?
It's going alright for the most
Have you
part.
recovered from the chaos I inflicted on you last night?
I'm still recovering from
Y'all
Tuesday.
shooting the breeze while I was out.
No, we
Okay.
just started.
We were rolling up a
just,
rando.
we're just
Oh.
waiting on you for the encounter.
Oh.
Alright. We got Nate caught up with everything that happened last time. Y'all are still traveling on your map. You're still between Hekashli and Otebek. And as you all are traveling along on your burrow beasts, your critters, whoever's in front of the line, it doesn't really matter who, but whoever's in front,
I'll
they're-
take from.
cool. Your burrow beast starts seeming to get a little hesitant, not wanting to step forward as readily. Roll me perception.
Cool. That's 23.
Okay. As you're kind of looking ahead and trying to, looking around, trying to see what's up, you do see the grass start to kind of move, like a channel's being carved through it. And,
Since I can't communicate, I'm gonna whistle
okay.
with using somehow with my fingers,
Yeah.
whatever, and I'm just gonna point.
You inflate your whistle sack. We didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a whistle
Just
set.
You gargle a little bit or something.
I do
yeah.
some weird lizard thing.
Yeah, weird lizard trills.
the rest of us.
And as you're go ahead and roll me animal handling for controlling your burrow beast.
It's a 9.
It's not really capable of fully like rearing up, but it kind of pops up a little bit and kind of twists really sharply. You end up acrobatics for me. I mean, you've got a pretty good.
You think athletics is okay if I use that instead?
Sure.
Are you tumbling?
11.
Okay.
Just trying not to fall.
Yeah, you managed to kind of slide off rather than fall off, and so you've got your feet, but now you're basically, your burrow beast is kind of turning tail and kind of running back and away as a rather large snake rears up in the grass. And then another head, and another head.
Okay.
And it's not 3 different snakes, it's one snake with 3 heads.
It's a hydra snake.
It's got 3 heads, yeah. And it is about as big as you are.
Oh, okay. So
It's a
I
big,
figured it was a big snake.
It's a big snake. It is a beautiful, lovely 3-headed cobra.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Super fun. So, with that, we will be doing a lovely roll initiative. keep coming up with ways to.
That the blue one is Arten. Okay. Well, that kind of tracks for Arten.
Okay, anything over 20. Alright, cool.
22.
Alright. Boop. Let me actually roll for Erebos and Grog before I forget. Erebos. What? And Grog. That's not terrible. Okay, wait. What is it? There it is. Alrighty. So, anything between 15 and 20.
Initiative. 18.
Okay. Anything between 10 and 15.
I got a 10.
14 for Zorina. And Arten got a good old-fashioned 7.
Alright, and then my monstrous snaky boy.
All right. Let me do my. Just want to hit. Just want to run up, hit it. So he's dead.
I'm not going to nuke it this time.
You say that you're gonna overcook that.
No,
thing
I'm
like
not
that.
going to
You're gonna-
cook it. I'm not going to this game.
Would,
Despite how much I want to, but I'm not.
would everybody else please roll roll animal handlings if you're trying to stay on your burrow beast. You don't have to, but if you're trying to stay on, please state that you are.
I'm going to...
Phil's getting off. Mostly
I
'cause-
am going to get off.
The burrow beasts aren't running terribly far away. They're just kind of getting out of dodge. Okay, so Kairos is there, and my critter here.
Alright. Thought that was you, but that's just a spell.
There we go. I got the critter there, so it was Grog that I was looking for. New things are happening. Okay. Alright, so this little plain wood one is going to be Grog. And the pink one here is a snick and a snack.
Poor basic boy.
Okay, so that's going to bring us to Zhonya up top.
Alrighty then, that you just see her just basically take out her...
Woo!
It's over there.
So much stuff.
It's fine. I would get it. That you just see her just basically just take out her golden stopwatch, and then I needed to give me an intelligence saving throw because I was going to do Tasha's mind whip.
That's cocked. Sorry, stand by. Look at different things.
Watch your whip. Watch your name.
Yeah, that's not going to pass. I guarantee that's not going to pass.
Okay. Okay.
Burst into flames.
It's not going to burst into flames, unfortunately. So it's going to take... It is going to take 12 psychic damage, and that it cannot make a reaction until its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, action, or bonus action. It can only now that it can only get one of the three.
And you said it can't use its reaction?
Cannot use its reaction.
Okay, do me... Let's see here. Do me a favor, we'll let the dice decide. Roll a flat d20. If it's over 10, this will go your way.
Okay. 6.
Alright, so, just to make it clear what's happening here. Because it has 3 heads,
Mm-hmm.
it is allowed 3 reactionary opportunity attacks. So what I'm going to do is only one of those will be negated.
Okay.
As the original purpose of the mind whip can only affect one mind.
Gotcha.
So
That makes
that's what we're
sense.
going to rule that. Just make it.
That's fair.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Y'all are allowed to call me if something doesn't sound fair.
But it's got 3 heads.
It got 3
Yeah,
heads.
because it's 3 hits.
All right.
It's fine.
So
Oh god, that means if we charm one of them, the other 2 are like, dude, what you doing?
It's just going to be that the dungeon, that that the dragon meme of the yellow dragon, one is very serious, one of them's stupid, and then the other is something else.
how
Just
much
like-
was the psych damage again?
12.
12.
The other one's just like this.
Got it.
Damn, both of you.
Alrighty. That is that the end of Zhonya's turn.
Yes.
Alright, so with Tal'gor, we can go ahead and get everything on the map then. Just take a.
I got a little spiky.
Okay, that'll work.
That's
Snaky
okay.
Boy, and you're kind of right there with the Snaky Boy. Y'all can array everybody else behind however you like.
I would say that I have to probably like line of sight over here. And, yeah,
Where would you like to be?
Probably was riding around in the middle,
Okay.
so that worked.
All right. Cool beans.
I didn't tilt it down enough to sit at the table.
it's fine.
I'm not going over to it now because
It's
I'll
fine.
kill the camera with my butt again.
It's fine.
We
Okay.
promise you, if you're watching, it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, and take a little.
With the most advanced
Take this pink
Dwarven
one for a while.
Forge terrain that's on the market.
Okay. So
Totally. Nate brought it.
the Cobras. One of you said it can't. What is the mind whip effects again?
Mind whip effects are basically, other than that, it cannot take that reaction.
Right.
Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, an action, or bonus action. It can only get one of those three.
Okay. Okay. So move, action, or bonus action. Is it within 15 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Cobras have a long reach strike. What I will do is only two of the heads are going to basically lurch forward one after the other to strike. The other one will keep it as like stunned.
The other one tries to move.
It's like, where are they going? Hey, Dewey. Sneaky boy. Does an 18 hit?
Yo, yeah.
Alright, give me a con save, please.
You got a bed right here, dude.
13.
Okay. Alright. Take 10 pierces
Alright.
and
35 poisies.
4 poisies.
4 points. Not great.
And that is going to, that's one hit.
Okay.
And then the second one, it's probably not 11.
No.
Yeah, you're good. Tally ho on. Phil, you're up.
I need it to give me a wisdom save.
14.
Fails. Phil takes out his hammer and taps the very bottom of the lantern, and a ringing comes out from it as he casts Toll the Dead.
Nice.
Nice.
So, yeah, these are the deep.
It has not been damaged.
Wait.
Oh,
Psychic
yes, it has.
damage.
Yes, it has. Psychic. Sorry.
So that is
Okay.
that is 14 necrotic.
Okay. Got it.
And then double check my spells. Double check my spells.
Let's see here.
I don't have that one, but I have it written down for some reason. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make this easier for myself and for everybody else. I'm just going to spend a sorcery point and bonus action Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
21 on the
Hits.
first one,
Yeah.
17 on the second one.
Hits. Do that. We.
Uh, 16 force, and then two thunder,
Got it.
and it is going to be launched 20 feet back.
Fair. Oh god.
Phil, ding, pew pew. No.
No.
Why did it have to be snakes?
Why indeed? Okay. Zorina.
Alright, Zarina is, let me see.
Why did it have to be snakes?
She is, what's her speed? 40. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
sorry.
It's okay. She is just gonna just choose to just stay this time around. She's just gonna just stay beside.
Okay.
Growl.
She just sits down.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that's a snake. I'm all out.
And then that's just her turn.
Do you want her to hold an action for
She
anything?
is going to hold a bite attack if that the snake comes close to Zhonya.
Okay. Cool. Tal'gor.
Well, I'm just gonna run up, bonus action rage, and recklessly attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 25 on the first one.
That'll hit. If it doesn't hit, I got a problem.
That's a non-damage.
We have a problem if it don't hit.
Okay. 9.
Plus the 2 for...
So 11.
Yeah, so 11, yeah.
Got it.
I always forget there's rage damage.
It's easy to forget.
We'll just put a sticky note on the TV.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
would you like to roll on the
Yes.
beautiful table?
I would. What do I need to
Roll a D100 for beautiful table stuff.
It's a 14.
It's just a regular crit. You're fine. Yeah,
So-
on the melee table, for a crit hit that benefits you, you have to roll over a 49 to get an
So
effect.
double
50 or
damage.
above.
Yes.
Okay.
I allow.
Do you have Great Weapon Master?
No.
Or Great Weapon Fighting?
He's just a barbarian. I
I'm
don't
just
think they
barbarian.
get
I have
fighting
no
class.
feats.
Okay. That's right, they don't have fighting style.
So you can double the dice and you can double all mods.
Okay.
I find it makes more fun.
10, 22, 26 damage.
Excellent.
That's my first crit, like, hitting a monster. So it feels good.
You smacked the heck out of that snake.
I did.
You did indeed. Okay. Only the one strikey? But
You got
do
to attack.
Barbies?
No,
get
the
No, I
hitter
did
you,
too.
the
I
hitter
did both.
already
I did
used.
both.
That's right, he
to
hit and
attack.
then he
right. Oh, we're not awake today.
That's fine.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Anything else then, Tal'gor?
I'm gonna try to it's time to die, and I don't know what I say. Like, let's eat spaghetti, something, because I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Did he just say it's
He-
time?
He had just said something about just like mother's pasta or something while trying to die. Don't know.
Erebos is. I need to pull up.
Was it
the
really, really
sheet.
fast though?
Yes.
I keep forgetting that I have Erebos on.
I swear you're saying something about shoes. It's
But-
time for shoes?
Time for shoes. You get the boots.
I mean, but you are not wearing a sweater, Tal'gor. So then how can you be sweaty?
Well, I am a lizard, so I don't sweat, do I?
Missed the reference because you said mom spaghetti.
Oh, I didn't get it.
He got it.
Alright,
No, you don't sweat, but we gotta like help you like a horned lizard or a bearded dragon to like get the pores cleared every so often.
What is your boy doing?
he is going to take a couple of pot shots at snakeheads.
Kind of move him up in a little bit line of sight because
Yeah.
Arten's blocking the way.
And that'll be one hit and
Yeah,
not a second hit.
Arten and Tal'gor are both kind of line of sighting issues.
So we're going to get
I guess I
one
should've-
set of damage here.
No, you're fine. We can all sidestep.
Yeah.
And
I did just almost decapitate it.
You did
30
good.
plus,
You did
30
good.
plus damage, yeah. Even though the martial classes in 5e are...
and then he is going to call out to Tal'gor in Infernal. It's got scales to it. Are you sure you don't want to, That's fine, it's fine. You're going to hit it. And give you a bardic inspo for your trouble.
Cool.
It's a d6. Here you go. It's blue.
I like how Infernal is just slightly Eastern European.
Okay. Alrighty. That is going to do it for him. So that is going to be Grog. Grog is going to pull out his hand crossbow and
He's behind. So I just move him
take a
little bit.
swingy. That's not gonna hit. Rogues don't get a multi-attack, do they?
No.
No.
Yeah. So that's gonna be it then. Yeah. Well, actually, I haven't ever actually played a rogue, and this sounds.
Well, hold on. The hand crossbow is a light hand crossbow.
Hand crossbows are normally light.
Right. So a rogue can take a bonus action to use a light weapon again. That's why it was dagger at first with Odu
from Critical Role.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna say though that he's not.
Right.
He doesn't. He's like, that's a big guy over there. It's fine. He's gonna try to hide because I wanted to roll for hides.
He finds hides. He finds 5
I,
hides in bushes.
Where did these come from?
It turns out it's
so
Snakely Man's hide store.
he's going to duck down in the grass, just kind of just disappear from view. Okay, Arten is up now.
Dun, 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 dun.
I guess then he's gonna move over to the side and then do his crossbow. I don't have the thing for his holy, but
we're not gonna make.
Right.
We're not gonna like use whole. It's just a snake.
We don't need to use up a limited resource that he has.
Okay, his crossbow. I think both of these are gonna hit. It is a 19 and then it's a 24 to hit.
Oh, correct. Yes. Go ahead. Do some damage.
Pop.
Alright, so that's going to be 3 piercing, and that is going to be 8 piercing. So a total 11.
Got it. Okie dokie then. That brings us back to top of the round with Zhonya.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to do that one again. Spell casting is crazy.
Dewey, don't jump down.
Alright, and that she needs to get a little bit in the line of sight, so she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about here.
You assume the monster's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big boy, so I'm assuming it's.
But there is tall grass.
Oh.
So.
That's why I'm trying not to use fire.
Just burn it all down. It's fine. We don't live here.
How much experience would that be if I burned down a whole ecosystem?
I'll
take
Don't
that.
ask that question because I don't want to have to deal with that.
Give me a
That's why milestones are better.
give me a intelligence saving throw.
18 on the die.
Oh.
But it's a neg 3, so it's only a 15.
Whew, okay. Okay, so then it is just 1 under. So it is basically going to take.
I enjoy torturing my
Whack.
players.
It's just only going to take 2 points of psychic damage, and then it's going to have to subtract the D4 from its next saving throw.
Bane?
No, Mind Sliver.
Oh.
Cantrips.
Delicious. I'm going to pull out a D4 so I don't forget.
And that is going to be her.
Okay. Alright, it is Snaky Boy's turn. So Snaky Boy is going to make 3 strikies with one with each head. And I'm going to roll all 3 dice at once.
They get advantage if they're attacking me.
I got 1 crit, so I'm
Okay.
holding that.
Okay.
Reaction, reroll the crit.
Okay, so I haven't rolled advantage yet.
Okay.
So I've got an 18, a 13, and an 8.
16 is his armor class.
Alright. One of those would miss. So I'm only going to re-roll that one. It's still going to be a miss. So then I'm going to look for the crit on the other 2. No. Okay.
I am glad that they only have this nerfed and like you can only do that twice because that would be ridiculous on the reaction.
Just getting that many silvery bells is extra type thing.
That's the 2nd level thing that twice a day that you can force a creature to re-roll a d20 anytime.
Okay. So we're going
Even teammates. If need be.
We're going to roll the
Fail,
Pierces.
that'd be-
The Pierces first. That's going to be 11 Pierces, and then I'm going to need 2 separate Constitution saves.
Okay.
Well, it is just I think that
So 11
anything
total
that they
for both?
Yes.
I would probably
Is that half?
No. So half it to 5.
5.
Half it to 5 for the Pierces, and then roll me 2 separate con saves.
17
That'll pass.
and a 25.
Both pass. Good stuff. So you'll get half poisies on these. That was cocked.
Well, you would take quarter poison. You told him
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 15 total on here. So whatever you got to do to half that would be 7.
Okay.
All right.
I'm still good.
My dog. I'm going to whine to get out. I'm going to whine to get in.
It's because animals like to be able to get through the entire territory. I was reading that the other day.
That's gonna do it for Snaky Boy.
Okay.
It's not going to really move.
I assume it still has like 2 heads. Just
What's happening is we're not calling strikes on like which heads. We're just tallying HP.
I got you.
That's fine.
Whatever's easiest for you.
Easiest for me tonight. So, but yeah, that's gonna bring us to Phil.
Okay, what's on this side of the map, DM?
About 100 yards of grass before you get to the river.
Okay, move Phil this way, so I can get there. That'll give him line of sight, I do believe. So Phil is going to. That's my warlock spell list. I do have that spell because I have 2 spell lists.
Yeah.
Is it fireball? Just fireball? Only fireball? Always fireball? Please don't
No.
fireball.
Because there's.
Grass.
I'm not going to take that evil alignment shift right now.
I also don't want the gods of this plane to come after you because they would.
Huh?
I just did what nature does. When lightning strikes, it'll reborn. They'll be more fertile. I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna see myself out. There's a door back this way.
As a Tarrasque-sized sun avatar dinosaur comes after you, sure. Good luck.
Tal'gor, hold on. Break.
Yeah.
Can never go back there again. No, just
Sure, find a
gonna.
way to follow you too.
They sell me. They just. Oh God, Phil just. All right, I'll go back to work on my parents' boat. It'll be
That's
fine.
not
It'll be
bad.
fine on the boat. Shit. I'm just gonna do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Alright.
21 and a 25.
Both hit.
$24 force and 2 thunder.
How would you like to do this?
Just no, no.
They just push back
And just send it
you just-
flying and watch it kind of partially explode from thunder damage in there and drop down.
Nice. Yeah, y'all, it's gone. It is twitching in the grass. It's gone.
How?
Did he open that?
He did. Somehow. He's like, oh, sorry.
From the inside?
It swings in. Come on. No, I let him back out earlier.
Oh.
The problem is
Yes,
since
sir. What are you doing, sir?
old doorways.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure I didn't put all the doors back in the exact doorway I pulled them out of. So,
Way to go.
so the 3 right through here might have been switched, but it means that they don't latch fully, so you can just, or as Dewey, snoot them open.
Snoot. I'm gonna pop a superior healing, which is what, 88 or 84.
8d4?
That's
The thing is superior, yeah, 8d4 plus 8. Because the greater is the next step down, and that's the 4d4 plus 4.
we got the best Gatorade.
Would you like some more d8s? Or d4s?
Yeah, he's counting them already.
Sure.
I got 4 in my hands right. I got 5 and 6.
That's
I got 6 right here. Should be 6, I think.
7, 8, 12,
I only use
16.
1 second level and 1 of those. But 10 levels on you. Oh boy.
Plus 4.
That's gonna
plus
be
8.
nice.
Oh, plus 8.
Each d4 you roll gives you it's a d4 plus 1.
Basically,
so
you
it's
can just like
Okay.
pocket spells inside these little stones. That's gonna be intense.
beads, the beads.
Mhm.
Beads.
If I had not multi-classed, by the time I made it to 10, I could bring everybody else into the Magic Clubhouse.
Yeah.
but I'm multi-class, so I'm still 5 levels away from letting everybody come over for a sleepover.
Okay. So, do y'all want to do anything to look at the body of the snake, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the body.
Okay. Roll me investigation then.
I will lend a hand.
Go ahead.
Alright, not too bad.
I was lending a hand.
Oh,
so
so I
yeah,
got advantage 12.
Okay. As you're examining the snake's body, it seems like the scales are a little harder than normal, like, flesh and blood scales would be.
The snake.
It's almost like it feels like magically hardened somehow. Additionally, it wasn't visible when you were in direct battle with it, but near the tip of its tail, there's a silver chain
Okay.
that's kind of wrapped on and almost fused to the scales, and it carries a very vibrant feather.
Okay.
Very iridescent cream and gold.
I'm gonna take my axe and cut the tail off if I can, and then take the chain to Zhonya.
Oh, let's see what this is. Arcana check.
Arcana. And make a nature check as well.
I'll help him on the nature check because that's one of my skills.
Arcana was only a 12.
Okay.
Nature. Instead of 9. Okay, it was a 6. No, this is a 9. Okay, and the nature was a 14.
Okay. You're not sure exactly what kind of creature it's from, but you can sense some energy that feels vaguely celestial present in the feather.
It appears we may be dealing with something of the divine nature from the feather.
So it's magic?
Yes, it's magical.
Detect magic.
Okay, remind me what all that do.
Detect magic allows me to know the school of magic. I mean, we already know it's magical, so I mean,
Oh wait, I have it right here where I can pull it up.
the big thing I know is it would let us know what school of magic it falls from, I think. Because, I mean, we already know it's magic, so me just going, it's highlighted.
I mean, that.
What about the chain?
Just looking at it, see what the DM says.
Yeah.
Okay, so the chain itself doesn't really have any like residual magic. The chain was there for transport purposes.
Okay.
The feather, you feel the same like celestial touch that is that Zhonya was talking about. You also feel like fading, but had been imbued in the feather. A bit of divination. I think is what. Let me double check that before I mess myself up. What?
Did you get me a tea from the shed?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That is incorrect. Evocation.
Evocation magic?
Evocation.
Alright. It's got some evocation magic to it, but that's all I really pick. Boop, just make my eyes go back to normal.
Normal. Okay.
I mean, that. You know, that it is a pretty feather. That do you want it? Because it's not really my aesthetic.
Actually, it is kind of nice, but Tal'gor's the one who took it off the snake, so I mean, I feel like he gets dibs.
Yeah, that is
By
true.
the way, are the scales still like really hardened looking, or are they like?
That whatever magic was imbued on them is fading. Yes. They're
Okay,
not
so it's
very-
gone back to just regular snake skin.
Mhm.
Right. It's got a really pretty pattern on it.
I mean,
They do.
it does. That, you know, that.
It's like that dark red that's almost black.
I mean, that I have a no. That I have like no.
Phil's wanting to make some hoochie boots.
I mean that if that if Arten and Tal'gor can basically, skin it or so, then if they can.
I'll ask Tal'gor to see if he can help me, because I'm gonna muck that up. I absolutely know I'm going to. And that's. I mean, they've been making leather and stuff, so I feel like we should try too.
I don't have a tool proficiency. I just know how to teach.
Right.
Grog has still disappeared in the grass somewhere.
Grog.
It's dead.
It is over. You can come out now.
I got blow it up.
Kind of stands up on his tippy toes, so
Phil's
he's
gonna-
he's almost over the grass, but not quite.
Phil's gonna pull up the head.
Don't tease him like that. And then that Zhonya
From the
is
lantern, Shelly is cackling.
It was a good fun.
And then Zhonya is going to off of her vest, just like one of the spare buttons, just like, here is a button for you. For just one act of bravery, you will get a button.
Doesn't snap. Phil has snaps.
Well, then I can make it enchanted if you want, so you can have
That
a
is
magic
better.
button.
Enchanted to what?
I don't know. We will just find out.
As long as it doesn't disappear.
You can keep the button. Keep the button.
How will you enchant it?
With magic. Sure. I'm gonna make an Arcana check on this to get this button enchanted.
How are you gonna enchant it without magic?
That is a dirty 20.
How would you like to enchant the button?
I'm going to
Think prestidigitation level like cantrip stuff.
I'm basically going to make it be that it can basically make an echo.
Echo button.
Yes, an echo button.
Like audio echo button or shadow echo button?
Audio echo.
What you do to it?
Speak into it.
It's a button.
You just start hearing like what is a button all around.
Just stares at the
If
button.
that you just keep on doing more, that you will get more things. And then if that means then I will have to end up getting another vest. It is already bad enough that that my coat, I can't wear my coat at least.
It'd be interesting if you just had a button where it did prestidigitation and cleaned you up every time.
Okay, so Phil was talking about skinning the snake. Its scales are less magically infused now. Stop it!
What?
It's an innuendo, and he's the only one that realized it and reacted to it, so that it made me realize it and react to it.
There's a game from many years ago that they made fun of me because I sat in the middle of the
You
town
skin the beast.
skinning the beast.
God, that's almost been 20 years. We're old.
It's a
Yeah,
six-eyed
you are.
snake, though,
You're
so
older than me.
deal
Hey,
with it.
By like 2 months.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Could you help
are
me?
y'all going to pelt the snake then?
Sure.
Cool.
We will deglove the snake.
You just ran up, so Arten is helping you.
Alright, yeah. Y'all managed
That's
to.
do I need to roll or survival?
Yeah, survival.
Arten's helping, so that's a 17.
Yeah. It's really not that it's not that difficult. Like, this is coming from someone who's actually attempted to actually. You just have to cut through one section, and then you can just literally sock it.
Mm-hmm. Deglove it,
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, God, that just makes me think of the Monday night game we were going. Devin. Y'all know Devin.
Yes.
Devin was playing a warlock that ended up being fought over by 2 patrons because he touched the statue of Tiamat. And she goes, "Oh no, you're mine, baby." And he was also patron was an old one. So had to roll the dice to see who was giving him his powers currently at the point. So he got a soul coin, which
Okay.
is supposed to be their end.
That's
to
a thing.
that
That's
was-
a thing in
yeah,
Avernus, right?
It was supposed to be their end to get to Avernus from the Sunken Citadel.
Okay.
So he then decides, I'm going to use this to cast a spell so I can get to my first patron and try to argue a point to get rid of the other one. Like, can I go to the doctor and get this cleared up? And he did it. Didn't roll very well. And then they threw the soul. My wife snatched the soul coin from him and threw it into the portal that went to the Astral Sea. But as she did it, her hand went over the circle and she got degloved.
Oh.
So, yeah, it went from being like goofy, happy-go-lucky to Clive Baker real quick that game.
Yeah. I have a character, a player character at one of my shop games. Started as a Yuan-Ti warlock with Dendar, the Serpentine Great Old One, as his patron. And then I introduced Asmodeus as an option. Some of them took deals, and Asmodeus offered this guy essentially every spell in existence he can cast, but he pays for them by a Yuan-Ti soul. Essentially, the Yuan-Ti dies instantly and the soul goes to Asmodeus. And the whole thing is his character was trying to turn the Yuan-Ti back to Dendar. He just used his first Asmodeus-based spell and killed a Yuan-Ti. Dendar is going to be coming for him, which is going to be fun. Deals are fun.
I have the next in-person game I run. I have a couple mechanics that are going to be fun. So we'll have to.
Excitement.
Are you doing your Tuesday night game thing again?
Tuesday nights are still going. It's like every other Tuesday when we do the off-stream game with John and Chris and them. We've lost 4 players from it, so
Oof.
Yeah.
2 moved to Texas, and then gas ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, we get distracted easily.
Spencer over here being the director, like,
Okay. So y'all are able to gather up your burrow beasts again and just move on. Nothing else really comes after y'all until you get to the river crossing where you decided to attempt to cross over to get toward Hekakli.
so this is the one we crossed to the Sandbar Island.
There's a Y,
And then
there's a
we-
sandbar. Yep. Now, as you're approaching, actually, which side do I want this to be? Okay, yeah. As you all are approaching, like you can see the river like widening out, so y'all are already kind of angling back toward the riverbank at this point. And sitting along the riverbank, in full view of you guys as you're getting closer, are 2 rather attractive individuals, a man and a woman, fishing. They have like cane poles off in the river, and
Fishers.
they're hot. They are quite attractive. The female has this long, like wavy brunette hair, really defined features
I guess they look good for mammals.
for mammals.
They're like, they don't even have fins.
And the man is very, very princely in just the way he's put together. Looks very Prince Charming. If y'all would roll me perceptions, please.
20.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Y'all are being nice to me. I don't trust this.
Zhonya got the net 1.
Oh, shnikes. Here, have a brain cell.
Thank you.
You got a 9.
Okay.
Zarina got a 6, and then that Arten got a stats.
Oh, that's thunder.
That's what I said. I heard thunder.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
about to storm.
Okay. I heard. Did you close the door of the shed?
Yeah,
Okay. My
Are
child.
all your windows up in your cars?
He had got a 10.
I hope so.
Okay.
Mine's under the carport, so.
Phil.
Hi.
You're really the only one that notices it. I'm not really sure why, but you're really the only one that notices that kind of a couple of 100 yards away upstream farther than where y'all were heading to begin with. You see a few small figures, kind of playing and splashing in the shallows. Look like children. And there's a taller individual, still slight, maybe like an older sibling, like an adolescent, watching over these.
Mom, you're making me watch the kids.
Right. You see the essentially 3 kids and an adolescent, a couple hundred yards away, playing in the river. And these two fisher folk, very handsome fisher folk, are on the bank. Kind of at the only. There's really it's a wide river. I mean, you could cross anywhere, but you'll be within hailing distance of these people.
So the hotness,
Okay.
the sparks from the hotness are further upriver.
Okay.
We should probably let them know we're coming through. And Arten, do you want to say anything? Damn. Shut.
Clip that because we need to make sure that Jed sees this because it's like perfect. Like it's a perfect caricature right there.
Okay, they clipped it.
You got to do a little more of the this motion. You know, because he does this. Yeah, he does the shoulder stuff. Like.
Gotta gesticulate more. But how about we don't startle them?
We just make our way.
We hail them. We let them know we're coming through because, let's be honest, we're jarring.
Those two are jarring.
He says he wants
Just look so that the black
Flames are also going off too.
You got all of us are jarring. The least jarring one of us is the goblin.
Yeah, that's because I'm from here.
Right. He is not our diplomat.
Of course, never.
He is not our translator.
No.
All right. So, I guess we start. Phil will try to kind of move up ahead since we do not have our intrepid leader here.
I
just
try to
automatically starts
basically
doing the talking.
be in the back just in case if Phil fumbles. Even
Okay.
though I don't.
I love the faith here. It's well deserved, but I love the faith here.
and I'm behind him smiling.
God, that's terrifying.
As you get, within about 50 feet of them.
Oh, I probably, be honest, Phil would have hailed them a little bit before, like, on a big lizardy thing, or a big dino with what looks like a can opener for a mouth, as adorable as it is. 50 feet is not a serious, like, that's like, oh, a bear walks out of the wood 50 feet from you. Oh, that's fine, it's 50 feet away. Oh, no.
Nah.
Right. How far do you want to call out then?
Let's see, how far were we when we first noticed them?
I'll say about 100 yards.
Okay, when we get to about 100 feet. Sir, ma'am, we're just moving through. Didn't want to startle anyone or scare anyone. Saw the charge of little ones upstream.
They both turn to face you. Give me an insight check. Only if
That checks. Insight, that is a 12.
there's something odd about the way they turn their heads. You can't quite put a needle in it, but it's there's something a little unsettling there.
Okay.
So they turn and look. They both wave a hand. It's not exactly in sync, but it's very, very close. They say, "You could join us if you like. The water's nice."
No, we're passing through. We just didn't want to startle you and your little ones that are upstream. I'm going to, but I gotta double check what cantrips I have. For once in your life, you didn't take message. So, you're behind me, right?
I feel like they're not far enough. They're not far enough behind you that they wouldn't hear the interaction. You're just at the front of the pack, like.
Is everything okay?
Phil is going to use prestidigitation to make a small little glowing symbol so that the people over here can't see it, but a little glowing symbol like...
Like just two hands going in the face.
No, it's like a little face like this. It's just like it's like a lenticular card.
It's like the devil on your shoulder, like no.
Just tiny devil Kronk shows up. No, we're not doing that. No.
That was perfect. Why is that perfect?
Could I possibly make an Arcana check or something?
At this distance, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Our next hit a weird thing.
So, as you all, you're not moving directly towards these fisher folk. You're going to try to cross downstream from them.
Just let them know. The whole point was like, don't want to startle you because also fishing, you don't want a bunch of people just come through on basically four-wheelers.
Yeah.
Giant horses.
So if you all would roll animal handlings, it's not going to be that bad.
No, I just know what I've rolled on it.
I just rolled 2 6s, but that's not good.
Nice.
7 for Arten and
What is that?
It's the little Viking head.
and 8
What's
for
my 20?
Zhonya.
Yeah.
I have trust issues. You're gonna thank you.
Okay, over 10s?
I got a 21. Yeah.
10s? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, at first, like Phil and Tal'gor, your burrow beaks head directly into the water, no hesitation. Yours and Arten's, they kind of balk a little bit at the riverbank. Grog says,
They may not want to swim if you're weighing them down.
and kind of climbs down and goes.
Camera for a shift.
No.
Okay. Looks like
Settle down. But that's Arten speaking.
But Grog kind of gets down, and his burrow beast heads right into the river, following these two.
I'm gonna hum a lullaby
Fine.
of theirs that my mom used to sing.
Come on, Zhonya.
Okay.
Just we both get down, and then
my
if
job
they
is not
go
gonna
down.
regret.
All right. So the burrow beasts are swimming across. They don't swim very fast. They're built for swimming through dirt, not swimming in water. So everybody's kind of moving. I think swimming is half speed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's kind of swimming through. And if you all would make perception checks or tell me your passives.
Passive is
13, but
his passive is 14.
Nope.
But active is
Oh, 14's the number I didn't.
it's the card.
so I spent an inspiration, so I didn't steal the brain
I'm
cell.
gonna spend my inspiration.
Okay then.
Uh,
So that the
That's
dawn.
not what.
Is that what it's
Oh, your bardic inspo.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Bardic. Yeah,
Oh,
you're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
the dawn
it's,
had got. Oh, go on, Nate.
Just
I'm
15.
doing now.
Okay.
9
Go
for
ahead.
Zorina.
That inspo comes back to me. Bardic doesn't stay.
Zorina had got a 9. Arten had got a 19, and Zhonya, she had got a. Well, it tracks again. 7.
Arten's gonna be the last one in the river anyway because cat, like water. We know this. But as he's gearing himself up to kind of, just go ahead and just plunge in, he hears a bit of a splash from upriver.
Mm-hmm.
Turns back to look at the two fisher folk, and only the female, only the woman, is on the bank.
Where did the man go?
What?
Yeah, that you know that the pretty lady, she's only there. The man. I heard a splash in the water. I don't know what's going on.
Phil's just.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you tell
Phil's
me,
just
I'll
kind
go
of
Yeah.
there.
We're in the water.
That Zonya's gonna be like, wait, what? We are in the water.
Hey,
So
we're
once
in.
they translate,
Yeah.
Tal'gor is gonna slip off with his great axe
Mhm.
since he can swim
Yep.
like 30 feet
Right. Okay.
and look around a little bit.
All right. Now that you're underwater and you're turning to kind of face upstream, you see racing through the water toward you a humanoid creature with a horse's head, seaweed for a mane, and it is racing with sharp teeth bared.
Okay.
Beautiful goodness.
It's like another version of a goddamn Kelpie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so that happened. It's still a good 100 feet away at this point, but it's closing fast.
I'm gonna pop up out of the water and say, "It's coming right for us."
Wait, what is coming for us?
And I'm gonna hop back on and go try to
All right,
spur it on.
It's just like,
So, Tal'gor and Phil, roll animal handlings to urge your burrow beasts faster.
12.
22.
Yours is going faster. Yours is starting to kind of balk and start to tread water like it's not sure what's going on. The others are all booking it as fast as they can, doggy paddling for all they're worth. Tal'gor, your burrow beast is pulling ahead a little bit.
So what I'm gonna do is like tap the burrow beast,
Right.
make it keep going.
Yeah!
I'm just gonna get in the water.
Okay.
And confront whatever's coming at us.
Alright, so, at this point, you guys would be about, we'll make it doable. Y'all are about 40 feet from the shore you left, and about 120 feet from the sandbar. Okay?
I like the width of this river. It's an actual river.
It's a river.
Mm-hmm.
We live in river country. Like, how could I not make it real?
Look, it's every
alright.
time it's like, oh, that river being that wide. Have you seen a real river? Have you not just seen like bayous and creeks?
We would, just to make it easy on me, it's about 200 feet wide on each side of the fort at this point. So, with that, we need to go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
So, we'll give
Okay.
Grog its cock again.
Well,
Wow, thanks, Grog. The nat 1.
Does Grog get the brain cell now?
No, I DM does not get brain cell. That's not how that works. Okay, the male is going to be purple and the female is going to be pink.
Oh god, all the hungry little horse babies upstream. They're ponies.
Alright, anything over 20.
28.
Zhonya, oh my god.
Natural 20.
Damn. Anything 15 to 20.
Arten got a 16.
Okay. Please stand by. So, the male gets purple, then Arten. 10 to 15s.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing?
I got a 6.
Alright, the female. Okay. You said 6.
I got 12. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, what's your dex mod?
2.
Roll off with the female.
18.
You got her.
Yeah, they do.
You should really.
Okay, I'll listen to you, little lord.
Tal'gor, how
I'll
much?
let you out.
6.
And Zorina had got a 6 as well.
I have a 2.
She has a 4 in dex.
Grog's at the bottom.
Being girl, bringing up the rear.
Alright, so let's get some minutes.
Alright, so how would we
Keep
want to
Grog the pink thing.
Right.
Is he still out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that we were here. Arten was at the back. Tal'gor, you were about here, and Phil was about here.
Okay.
And where would you want your boy Erebos?
Have him be somewhere between Grog and Arten, wherever y'all have got that going on.
Okay. I would say that Grog would be about in the middle. So
Alright, fair enough.
right there.
Okay, so we're going to use these miniatures, and y'all are swimming this way toward the TV.
Okay.
So the bank is behind you. So this is going to be the gal. Put her somewhere near your iPad,
Okay.
but on the bank. So like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like that. This is going to be the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and have him 30 feet from Tal'gor toward me.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay.
Alright. That I can work with.
Okay.
Okay. So order of operations is going to be Zhonya up top, then the guy, then Arten and Phil, then the gal, then Erebos, Zarina, Tal'gor, and Grog.
Okay.
And this is all in water, but again, y'all are only, I guess it's a little closer than 40 feet, but y'all are still within reach of the bank you left.
Alright, so that's going to be affecting spell casting and all of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Dang.
Well,
I just saw something.
You're not drowning yet, so I mean, if you mean by like that, no, it's not a
No.
I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
Lordy.
Just so you know.
And then that we don't have the beak, the beak horses.
I need to write out a character sheet to remind me of all my abilities. 'Cause I got.
Would you like a blank? I've got blanks.
Sure. I have one.
And
Go get it.
she will only be able to dash.
Advantage on initiative. It's too late. Perfect.
What about an advantage on initiative?
I get it when I'm not surprised,
Oh, nice.
but it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that's right. That danger sense.
Okay.
Oh,
In there.
spell casting in water is weird. But
I'm not gonna make y'all have to like roll to like tread or anything, like to be able to, as long as you're not being dragged under. And this is where my own table rule. I should wait till Miro's back in here
Right.
because this is important for both of you. But I have a table rule that fixes some problems here.
okay.
Because even if you're drowning, you're not incapable. There is a chance.
Yeah, because that from what I have never really ran a water. I have never really ran like a water encounter yet, but I think that what I am gonna rule it kind of like it's like kind of like that the Final Fantasy Tactics, or else like basically like that the Advanced Wars games, and basically give some kind of negative to like spellcasters or something.
So I'm not doing that. Mine's more about making sure you don't die from something stupid like drowning.
Right.
There are ways, if the dice will allow, for you to actually salvage
Okay.
something. But one rule that's going to be applicable across the board is that physical-based range weapons. So things like arrows and crossbow bolts, things like if you do catapult with a stone or something, those are rolled at disadvantage when they're
Right.
going through the water.
Okay, through the water. Right. Right.
'Cause
Yeah,
sounds
obviously,
right.
because it's just water.
It's water. But that's really the only like modification to like genuine combat. Melees can still be rolled as normal. And then where did he go?
He's mom,
Probably
child.
chatting. I hear him talking. While he's gone, I'm gonna go ahead and pee real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Alrighty. We will just chitty chat.
Yeah, we will chat.
We will chitty chat. So yeah. So you're Tuesday? You're still messed up on Tuesday?
A little bit, but it's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's just been just
Nate
a
went to go
week.
pee.
Oh.
It had just
I
been
just
just
did
a
that,
week.
but I also had to get the boy medicine.
It's fine. Since both spellcasters are here,
I
though.
lost weight. I'm sorry, that's a little vain of me, but wait,
Be
no.
vain.
Hey,
Be vain. Good
I'm-
stuff.
I've kept myself in a certain weight category.
All right. So since you both are spellcasters, I have a table rule for regarding water-based combat situations. if you end up underwater, where technically you wouldn't be able to verbally cast a spell, you can make essentially a concentration check before casting the spell to be able to cast it non-verbally.
Okay, and that's if we're underwater.
If that happens anytime you couldn't verbally cast a spell, or if you wanted to stealthy cast a spell. If you want to cast a non-verbal spell, you make a concentration check against your own spell save DC.
Well, I also got subtle spells, so.
And that. But, yeah, that's my the only other thing is physical-based projectiles, arrows, or catapult type things roll at disadvantage if they're having to penetrate water.
So, like, Eldritch Blast is at disadvantage through water.
It's not a physical-based projectile. It's magic. Okay. Alright. So, with that, we've got initiative. Zhonya's up top.
Okay. That.
And I will say, y'all still don't see the guy approaching underwater. He counts as having full cover until he's, like, because the way light refracts.
Right.
Until he's about within 10 feet.
I am underwater.
You can see him. Everybody else who surfaced can't.
I am going to hold my action to that the first non-hostile thing that they are going to suffer the effects of. Let me actually pull it up so I am reading it.
Non-hostile or hostile?
I said hostile.
Okay.
For the first hostile thing to come up is going to suffer the effects of the monetary stasis thing. So as soon as that the thing comes up, then that we will get into that.
Okay.
So
you're holding an action.
Right.
What's the range on that?
That the range is 60 feet, but I have to make sure that I can see it.
Okay. 60 feet and sight.
Right.
I am changing the music. We need stuff. Okay. So that's going to bring us to the guy. Go ahead and have him come. He's essentially going to come zooming between Tal'gor and who's in the middle. Is that Phil or Zhonya?
That's Zhonya.
Alright, so he's going to be zooming in between and kind of doing like a serpentine, like flyby thing underwater. He has 60 feet of swim.
So that's 30. So where is he going?
He's going to be going out the backside and turning around for another pass kind of thing.
Was I able, since he came by me, was I able to get an attack?
You would get an attack of opportunity. Zhonya would get her action.
Okay.
Because you'd be able to basically see, like, he's coming up to, like, skimming just beneath the surface.
Okay, since that he is just skimming, I would need him to give me an a Constitution saving throw.
So that's 3.
That kind of cocked.
That's
Roll it again.
It's still
These
that's
guys have
low.
tiny
So he's basically like frozen in just at that little space, and then that he is considered incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Alright, so you basically...
Time stopped him.
Okay, now, is it functioning on him or the space around him?
Just on him.
Alright, his inertia is actually going to continue to carry him out for another, we'll say, 10 feet.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity as he came zooming by.
Okay.
It's a 17.
It is.
No, that was your held action. I was talking to 17. You're good.
Okay.
So that is 15 damage.
Okay.
And then that effect is over whenever that the creature takes damage.
Alright, so he would have had the damage from Tal'gor before you took effect on him with that. So
Okay.
you're good there. Phil, you see essentially this hybrid aquatic horse-headed human form come by, kind of skimming under the water. It then like freezes like mid-stroke as Zhonya does something, and it just kind of keeps coasting past you, like bobbing through the water.
Right.
It is bleeding.
And it's bleeding.
But the blood is frozen.
Okay, the blood's coming. It's like a freeze frame in Animator where it's like the droplets are trailing behind. Like, we live in wild times, you know. Just dinosaurs.
It's just that a matter of time. Just just that you can just kill the thing.
He is coasting out of your like coasting out of your, so you could have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I'll take an attack of opportunity then with my hand. Dog, stop.
It's like, pay attention to me.
Yeah, that's gonna miss. I'm fairly sure that's a 12.
Correct.
Phil.
This is half-hearted, like.
try to cricket mallet it.
Okay, is that it for? That would do that. So he counts as what now?
Now he counts as incapacitated. It has a speed of 0.
So would I have advantage on hitting him?
No, incapacitated doesn't give advantage. Just no actions, reactions, and his movement speed counts as 0. It specifically says that.
Yep.
That doesn't come from incapacitated.
Here it is. Monetary stasis. Chronology wizard. And then it's up in Explorer's Guide to Mine.
Okay. Alrighty.
I have no idea.
Okie. It's almost like grapple too, which is weird. Okay. So that's going to bring us to Arten's turn.
Okay. Then he just gets surprised. And then he just going to
half movement, swimming.
Okay, so it's movement 35. What is half of 35?
Is he getting off his
that we both had to get off.
All of y'all's burrow beasts are still swimming toward the sandbar.
Alright.
So
he's just gonna go here.
I think you were still
for range.
Him and me could get on him. Cause
you said you got on. Then,
but I got off.
Yeah,
I got off.
So you're still on.
Okay.
But all the others are basically past and swimming past.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. We'll just keep it at that.
Right, let me see his Battlemaster stuff. Riposte, Frighten. Okay. Cut in his first attack. That is going to probably hit. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And he uses a glaive, so that's a D10. Okay, then that's going to be 12.
Okay.
12 slashing for the first attack.
Got it.
That's going to be a 17.
Yep.
Okay. And then I needed to give me a wisdom saving throw because I am going to use his thing to try to frighten it.
That ain't going to do it. How about?
Okay, it's going to be considered frightened and it's going to take... Let me make sure that he has great weapon fighting. Yep, I get to reroll that one. Okay, so then that's going to be slashing, and so it's going to be 9 slashing in total, and then that thing is considered frightened.
Remember,
and then his bonus action with the pummel pop too. So it's going to be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
He is taking out all the frustration of all the things he could not hit.
And then that's just going to be, do you add your strength modifier on the pummel pop?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to be 5, is it bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
Because he still has some poison, but I'm going to say we don't use
that
his
we are
poison.
not going to use that.
We don't use his consumables when he's not
except
here.
for the Battlemaster stuff, because I can keep track of that.
And remember, since he has both Polearm Master and Sentinel,
right.
If another one shoots up, he can smack it and stop it.
Okay. And then that the monetary stasis effect is over, but that thing should be hurting.
Okay.
And that is Arten.
Alright, so not incapacitated anymore, still frightened from Arten.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Phil. So if you're still on your burrow beast, it's 20 feet away at the start of your turn.
Okay.
We're just gonna make that. Like, it's been moving this whole time.
Phil's just like the one that's still caught in the lazy river that couldn't get to the stairs to get up. Wait.
I don't want to get my lamp wet.
To be fair, Phil probably doesn't want to get all of his tools that are in his vest super wet, so he's...
So you can either stay seated and continue to ride the thing and kind of cast like over your shoulder if you want. You could stand up. I would need you to give me a balance check.
The most that Phil would do is probably swing the face backwards in the saddle.
Parthian. Yep, let's go.
So if he'll turn Phil that way.
Yeah. but he's still gonna be moving.
So do I just
away,
see Arten, just like blood coming up out of the water? Like,
I mean, not wrong.
just it's like, okay, is it underwater or is it?
It's kind of like bobbing like at the surface, like so it's visible to you. It's not completely submerged at this point.
All right.
Because it had no movement speed for a while, so it couldn't do like force to submerge itself. So it's on the surface at this point.
Okay. Wisdom save for me.
Oh, I need to get some different. Why do you keep talking? Stop that. Okay, 13.
Fails.
Yeah.
And it's taking damage, so.
I'm gonna try some different dice.
Oh. That is 15 necrotic and 2 thunder.
Lord help me. So 17 altogether?
Mm-hmm. And the hand that is in the box over there that I left you, I'm using a spell from my sorcerer's list that is a bonus action to drop it'll be right next to him, spiritual weapon that is just going to slap.
And stay down!
Because I don't know where my Warhammer spiritual weapon is.
That's
it's in
fine.
one box, so I figured if Phil didn't use the hammer to be like a jeweler's hammer, it would just literally be no.
Alright, so roll an attack to hit with your spell.
Modifier, so that's a d20 plus 7. That's 22.
That'll do it. Goodness, Dewey.
He's so whiny.
So upset with life.
So that is 8 force damage. And Phil's gonna do that. Random hot people, there's a... I'm just gonna look back at them like, watch out, your children! And when he looks back upstream, is the woman still there or is she gone?
Oh, she's there. With a horse head and kelp for hair.
Oh, fuck. There's two.
That's your turn?
Phil can't do it.
Alright.
That was action, bonus action.
Can y'all
slap.
count the distance between my gal and Phil, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I'm the one she hates the
9,
most.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 times 5.
45.
No.
No.
No, that is 75.
I'm thinking 3.
So it's not quite enough.
I was thinking 3.
Okay.
It's okay. Math is hard.
Alright. Move her a full 6, actually. Let me think here, hang on.
Okay. Did your...
Count back 30 feet from where Phil is, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Toward her.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right in front of Tal'gor.
Put her there. She jumps into the water, dives under. So Tal'gor, you see her approaching, and she basically gets between you and floating Grog and Zhonya there, and she then surfaces so that her horse head is above water, and she is staring directly at you, Phil. And I'm gonna need a charisma save from you.
Oh no.
Okay.
You're warlock.
Well, no, I got that, but I'm also double checking. Is this a charm spell? Does this have the charm effect on it?
It does.
I have advantage. Okay, that's good. That's a 23.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So you will be immune to this. Don't let me cast this on you from her again.
So I feel like she looks at me, and I look at her. She looks at me. I'm looking at her.
As she's been like just hollow staring at Phil for just a second or two.
You went to jail for 30 years.
Let's see.
thinking that's the Weird Al version more than no.
I don't know.
Okay.
Arten.
So
Yeah, I need to go to water.
she then kind of seems to, like, her horse face kind of contorts. The eyebrows go down, the lips pull back, and she seems to get frustrated as you successfully just avoid this glare, this enticing gaze that she was throwing at you. And so she turns to Tal'gor. Are you still completely submerged, or have you kind of...
I'm underwater.
She then turns and just kind of like flips like a duck to come down and try to bite at you with her sharp teeth. Don't fuck me over. 15 to hit.
You just barely miss. He's gonna hold up his bracer, so he's just getting hit.
Yeah. But then her hand kind of closes in the water beside her, and you almost see like the shape of a sword kind of form of the water, and she takes a swing at you.
Okay.
There we go. 21 to hit.
I don't know. You know it's 16.
Sometimes I worry about you. That's not the right miss. There we go. That'll work. I can work with that. 11 slashies.
Okay.
11 slashies. Let me pull that out before I forget. Okay. So that is going to be the end of her turn, which brings us to Embersong, who is going to shooting with a bow is not going to really work that well in the water, so he's going to pull his rapier out. He's going to move over toward the one that Arten's focused on and make a swing.
Movement because of swimming's.
He's got, he should have full 30, so yeah, 30, 15. Not enough?
If it's 30, yeah, you can definitely get there.
Nope, 15 for half movement.
So that's, what, 5, 10, 15?
It's just only 3 spaces.
Yeah.
So that's
Get there then and hold a reaction for
Hold a stabby.
hold a stabby. And he will also we'll go ahead and give it to Arten this time. It's like, don't miss. Have that for Arten.
Alright.
Okay. Keep that there. I need to fix this. I apparently didn't fix this after last time. Okay, so that's going to be Erebos' turn. Zarina's up.
Alright, Zarina is going
Doggy
to
paddle.
doggy paddle and dive underwater and take a bite at this thing.
Go ahead.
That is going to probably miss. That is an 11.
Correct.
Where
Misses.
we at the turn order?
Here.
Okay. I gotta go get a little boy into some pajamas.
Okay.
It's empty.
She doesn't have anything she can do.
Thank
Okay. Tal'gor, that'll be you.
Oh, I know. I'm a rage.
Of course.
And then I'm just going to look at this horse lady crazy in the eye and just attack her recklessly twice.
Alright.
That first one is an 18.
That'll hit.
Everybody roll for it. 19 damage.
Oof.
And here's the second attack. That's a 17.
That'll hit.
That's 12 damage.
Definitely doing some damage, yeah.
Just that belt. I can't understand what's going on, but I can hit hard.
Yeah. You understand sharp teeth and a long horse face.
That's right. Like murder.
Okay. So that's going to bring us to Garog, who is going to try to swim around behind this lady and get away.
This way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have him just kind of like staying on this. He can't really do much. He's only got a little hand crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's gonna be like, what?
He can't go that far though. He's gonna have to.
About right there.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just swimming as fast as he can. And that'll actually be his dash action as well to get him that far.
Okay.
He's only got a 25-foot speed.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Yeah, I
So-
forget he's little.
He little guy. Yeah, so just flailing blue monkey man in the river. All right. I would like those of you who are present above the surface, so that'll be Grog and Zhonya, I think, is all plus Phil, but Phil's not here to roll. Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna roll for him.
Sure.
Okay, she got a 18.
Okay.
And then do you also want me to roll for Arten because he's on above
But
the
he's
wall?
facing the wrong direction.
Gotcha.
He got a 12.
Okay. Zhonya, you'll definitely see it. Grog might not. He's a little bit kind of too low in the water to be able to see. But looking kind of over back upstream, you do see there are essentially four more just kind of fantails of water going up. It seems like the kids and the teenager are swimming this direction. They're still quite a ways away, but you can see movement in the river heading this way.
We have company. She yells that.
It will be you have 60 feet of ground if they're swimming, and they were a couple 100 feet away from where the parents were, so it's 1, 2, 3, at least 3 after 3 more rounds.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Little boy is in bed.
Okay.
Am I dead?
No. Zhonya has called out that it seems like the kids are zooming in as well, but they're still a ways away. It's going to be 3 rounds before they even get within range.
Okay.
Okay. So that was Grog's turn, and then figuring things out. So we're back to Zhonya at the top of the round.
Okay.
How bad is hubby looking?
Not great. Not great at all.
So do you
Got a
want
lot
me
of
to
cuts.
focus on waifu or hubby?
Do whatever.
Okay.
I'm thinking of what Phil's gonna be yelling at the start of his turn.
Well,
I feel like they have the hubby.
yeah, but then I do want to do some more debuffs, but I would have to go underwater. But I think I got something to do. Let's see.
She's kind of like right in front of you. You don't need to go underwater or do
Okay,
anything with
okay.
her. She's
Okay.
not like that deep under the surface, like just barely out of.
There's a swishy kelp tail
Well,
that's
then
up in the
that-
air.
Well, then I have something that I would like to do. Let me just pull it up from the handy dandy magic notebook.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna sharpen my pencil because it's bugging me.
Alrighty then. So 10 feet around it.
Come on.
A point I can see, so that's gonna affect. Wait a minute, if I do it back 10 feet, it would still affect me, but if I do it this way 10 feet, it can only affect her. Okay, good. So basically a little bit out of the yards, then that it's just gonna basically be like that, this kind of like 10-foot radius golden circle thing, and then I need her to give me a Constitution saving throw because I am casting Magnify Gravity.
How fun. 12.
No.
Is anyone else caught in this?
No. That I had centered it here so that way it's just only affecting. Oh, Grog.
And Grog.
Con
Grog,
save.
come on. It's cocked. Hang on. That's a nat 20.
Okay, so that
Oh boy.
he will only
Boy.
take half damage.
Oh no. Okay.
He will only take half
Okay.
damage.
Grog just pulls out a board and surfs on this searching the inside of this funnel that's about to form.
Yeah, I think we're about to have a whirlpool, guys.
So let's
It's
see.
gonna be great. Or like one of those just like suction bubbles.
Okay, it isn't bad. So on a successful save, that Gronk will only take 4, but she will take the full 8 force damage, and she will basically have her speed halved
Okay.
until that the start of my next turn.
Okay. Alright, here's speed. Okie dokie.
And
Then.
don't have anything else to do at a bonus action.
Okay.
So
Alright. We're back to the big guy. Arten's got Sentinel, right?
yes.
Alright. So the guy is going he's frightened of Arten, so he can't move toward him. He's going to try to move toward Phil.
Okay.
Like to kind of just get
So
out of the yeah. So Arten will get the
You wanna-
opportunity
you
attack,
wanna
and
roll
if it hits, it stops. His,
weapon? I don't know how that works.
No,
That
spiritual weapon doesn't
doesn't
Okay.
get a.
So you want to roll for Arten's
Sure.
if he hits, he doesn't get the movement, right?
right. So that is going to be
He also
a
has.
16.
He
And then
also
that,
has inspiration.
no, that's Zhonya with the inspiration.
I thought he.
I thought it was
No,
Arten.
it's
It was
Arten.
Oh yeah.
Don't
yeah.
spend it on that though. You don't need it. It
Okay.
hits.
Okay.
So move him back. He doesn't.
So
he doesn't
move
get
him
his
back.
movement.
All right, and here's damage.
Okay.
Max damage. Yeah, that is max damage. So 14.
Lord help me. How do you want Arten to do this?
You know his mannerisms. How would Arten do this?
Wait! Be here! Stop! Moving! The head just comes off.
Yeah, have it be like floating in the surf then, because that's just kind of sad. Okay, that's I guess that'll do that then. It is going to be Arten's turn.
Oh,
He could still reach the mama.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. So he's just going to go here. Then he is flanking with Tal'gor too. So advantage. Natural 20.
All right, have at. Would you like to do the thing?
Yes, I would want to do the thing.
Do the thing.
64. Oh man, it was almost there.
64 is above. Oh,
I know.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Essentially full advantage no matter what until the end of his next turn
Okay. So
For him or everybody.
for him.
That'd be awesome. Like, we're
He
just
just-
so inspired. We're like,
He just
yeah.
he guiding bolt them with just stabbing.
so then advantage.
There's so much blood we all
The
can't
phrasing is it is easier for you to hit your enemy next turn. Exploit their temporary weak spot.
22 points of
Is
damage for
the
that first
weak spot
attack.
he made?
Apparently. You said 22?
Yes.
God.
Because 8, 6, 14, 14, then at the double the mine, that's 8,
That's
22.
gonna be terrifying.
Alright.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Math is hard, guys. Alright, second
Okay.
attack.
Still at advantage.
Another natural 20.
Nice.
Would you
Hey.
like to do the thing again?
Hey,
Yes.
Jed,
You're kicking ass and taking names, bro.
you're doing really good and you're not even here.
I had got an 11.
That's just a regular crit. Why am I even here? My
That
monsters
is
aren't
going
doing
to
nothing.
be
It's
a
because
21.
We have been
this
hot
time.
on the dice for the first time.
A 21
since we
this
played
time.
This game.
How do you want to do this?
No! Stop! Bad wet! It just, the mane is completely soaked. There's just
Orange.
water. It's like this weird pinkish rundown on him. Just,
Oh, this is yours.
Okay,
if
So-
anyone's ever seen like the like does anyone remember General Meow, the really grumpy looking fluffy cat from the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Or Princess Monster Truck?
Yeah.
Anyway, big huge fluffy cat then gets wet, so it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
we're like, man, Arten's actually way slimmer than I thought he was. Like, wow, there's all bulky muscle. No, he's like a swimmer, but he hates swimming.
All right, so we're still in round count because the kids are still zooming. So essentially, I need to know what everybody's doing. Are y'all going to be trying to make it to the sandbar at this point, or staying here to meet the kiddos? What's happening? Your burrow beast is still going to be moving.
So they're upstream.
Yeah.
Did they look like full-size horse people, or are they like
All Zhonya saw was like water thrashing, but coming closer.
We need to get to line.
I'm actually gonna
so-
swim over to Phil and grab a hold of like his saddle, but stay in the water.
Nice,
So I just stay
nice.
with it.
Okay, if y'all would like, y'all could make a chain and have the burrow beast just haul everybody
Yeah, let's do
as
that.
fast as possible.
Well, your burrow beast
It's
be-
gone probably.
No, it was moving at the same speed as. We're thinking it didn't
Yeah.
have anybody on it.
Yeah.
Grog, you need to come with us.
Okay, so
I'll
what
grab
we'll do,
Grog. We'll say I grab Grog and he's sitting up here.
okay, what we'll do is I'll make this easy. We're not gonna math out hypotenuses of
Right.
they're coming this way, y'all are going this way. Y'all make it to land before, just before they catch you.
Okay, so how do you want us placed, Deal?
So, have all of y'all be kind of on the TV side of the board.
Okay.
Just however y'all want to array yourselves
I'm
on
just
the
moving
shore.
it, so if you don't
Okay,
like
so
tell
it
me.
probably took long enough for us to do that. Wait,
The spiritual weapon might be gone.
well, it lasts a minute.
Actually, it's still up.
Mm-hmm.
It would be behind. It would.
Just the whole
The,
time it's
spirit,
gonna.
the spiritual weapon can only travel 20 feet, and your burrow beast is moving about 25 feet, so it would have stayed a little bit in the water. Yeah.
All right, we would just use these for more of them.
Okay. Draw me a water line about 10 feet in front of y'all, and we'll make it be bullywugs for the other two.
Okay.
When they show up, are they full sized or are they?
So, no. They're still medium-sized creatures. The only one of them, we'll say the purple one, is the adolescent. Looks
Okay.
full-size like the others were.
Okay.
But the other three are definitely smaller. They're still like kids. And they surface with their little horse heads. The adolescent, through bared sharp teeth, says, "You killed our parents."
And now we're gonna kill you. I can't understand.
Phil will look right at him. Aye, because they made a bad life decision. Which type are you about to make? Good or bad?
You're going to feed my siblings. And we'll enter a fresh initiative order.
That she's just gonna just laugh mechanically at. Wait, fresh initiative order. Never mind. Okay. Bless you. So this time, Arten got the natural 20.
So did I.
That's the third Arten natural 20.
What's the totals on?
Arten has a 22.
I have 22.
Oh
He's
my-
probably the higher dex.
No,
it's
his
same
deck,
Roll-
same
roll it
deck.
off.
Just roll it off.
Or give it to him because he got the nat 20.
3. You got a nat 20.
Again, yeah, I just rolled it.
So
Tal'gor,
Arten. So Arena got.
anything else over 20?
Nope.
Okay. Zora Arena had got at 20. I mean that. Yeah.
Alright, 15 to 20.
19.
15.
Alright, so let me just roll for everybody else. I gotta go for Grog.
Jed, Please use this dice more often. That this is the third crit I've got with it.
Steal it from him so you can use it.
My boy here. What do we got? What do we got? Dang. We're getting some high initiative out of this mess. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the adolescent roll his own, and then all three are going to roll on one.
Okay.
That's not great. I'm going to make that go away. So
Man,
the adolescent
I need to
will
make
be
one.
purple.
Which one's that one?
The purple one to match his purple. No,
Okay.
the purple one that was the male earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't really see the color.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay, they're actually both just going to be at the bottom of initiative order. So they'll all just act at the end of the round.
Fine.
Okay, so that's going to be Tal'gor up to start.
So he's gonna go rage. 1, 2, 3.
Or did you rage earlier?
I did, but
But-
How many
that-
rages do you have in a day?
No, I'm just
Three?
saying is if the
It was out of a turn order, so then he would have
That's
lost
right. He
it.
wouldn't have taken any damage.
yeah, I wouldn't have been attacking either. I would have lost it. I would have used
Yeah,
it.
but if you've got 4 in the day, you're still good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rage. And just do you know my thing.
Yep, do the thing.
Recklessly. 13, 13, that's 22.
That'll do some damage.
Okay, that's non-damage.
Okay.
And that's 21.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. That's 18 damage.
Is that adding in your rage?
And a
27.
modifier.
All right. That's a lot. Okay. And
Is
a
that-
turn there. Arten.
Alright, and make a can you like make a whip about like a quip about Arten saying that I'm gonna teach you a lesson about your elders or something, please.
He's just done killed your parents. So I got the big fish. I'll take care of small fry.
Natural 18 on the die, so that is
yeah.
gonna be a glaive attack, and then that he gonna do a wisdom savey because he's gonna do the frighten again.
Which one is he
That
attacking?
the purple.
Okay. 17 on the die.
Okay, that's fine. So that's gonna be 17 points of slashing, first attack.
Got it.
Okay. Natural 20 again.
We're gonna have to retire that dice.
What the hell? Do 100.
I'm doing the thing. 56.
Give Arten another 10 feet of movement on his next turn.
Okay. Okay, so where is the? Oh, there you are. So that is going to be 20 points of slashing, and the final attack with the pummel pop. Finally a miss. That's going to be an 8.
Okay.
Altogether. I rolled a 2.
Yep, nothing.
Alright.
Is that all?
So that he's doing that to the adolescent.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. That I had used the bonus action of pummel pop.
Zarina.
Okay. That's fine.
Dang, we rolled high on initiative.
Zorina is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is going to bite at the adolescent.
Woo.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Probably a miss. That is a 11.
Misses.
Alright, that's all what she's going to do.
Okay. Erebos is not going to attack.
Okay.
He doesn't feel good about killing kids. Grog is going to run for the trees.
Okay.
Well, we're on the sandbar, I thought.
There's a couple of trees.
Oh,
Okay.
But we are sandbar, but he's gonna go for
They're
the-
scraggly trees.
Yeah.
He's going for the scraggly trees. So just move him a little bit more toward the TV and call it good. I'll do not need his help with this. Phil.
Phil is going to look directly at the adolescent. You need to fucking leave and save what's left of your family. Right the fuck now, Guppy. So I guess that's an intimidation check.
Yeah.
22.
Alright. Zhonya, you're next in initiative order.
Okay.
It seems like the other two in the back are already kind of edging away. The one that Tal'gor was wailing on is kind of like snarling still. The adolescent, roll me insight on the adolescent then.
Okay. Only a 5.
It is your choice whether you hear Phil say this. It's up to you if you want to give him that chance or not. You're next turn initiative order.
She is just going to move up a little bit, but she is not going to attack that. She is just going to basically just produce a little flame in her hand and just say, "Now look here, that you have made bad decisions in your life. I can just easily make you grilled fish meat or whatever you are. So leave or else burn."
Nothing else?
That's
Nothing
it.
else?
Oh, Phil was going to have the spiritual weapon tap him on the shoulder and just be pointing upstream.
They all kind of drift with the current away from you guys before they turn and start swimming back upstream. Like they let the current kind of carry them out of range. And then they turn and swim upstream. As they head off, you hear what sounds like one of the little ones saying, "I'm hungry!" And they head on upstream. Underwater and out of range.
Someone got to be promoted in their position in that family. Also, you two attack children. The fuck?
I can't understand you.
I'm pretty sure Phil's body language at least.
I'm
is
just gonna mirror his body language.
I mean that I am picturing that Arten would be like, "Well, that they had attacked us first. It had to be done."
Resurrect.
And then that it
Resurrect river. Fudging horses don't live in rivers.
Erebos goes to grab a burrow beast, and y'all can cross the next part of the river without any issues.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a break there. Not too terribly long. 9:30, right, Nate?
Mm-hmm.
Not too terribly long, but we'll be right back.
for Arten.
Good God!
Look, he wanted to get out that river, yo.
Hey, welcome back to the Tears of Kairos, where apparently the absent player is rolling incredibly. Can I slap the ball?
Biggie balls.
Can you slap
Gentlemen.
mine? No,
Oh.
me.
Oh.
That my hands are rated E for everyone, so you can certainly try.
You know what? We can make that happen, but only if you come back and donate the next time we have a fundraiser.
Or donate right now. You can
Or
take-
donate right now.
I don't think you gotta worry about Biggie Balls.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Anyway, continue, Daniel.
Biggie balls. I'm sorry. The handle. That's
we
like
appreciate you watching.
We do.
It's
We
like
do
finding someone
watching.
whose handle is Cushmaster69.
Cushmaster 69.
Okay,
020 scope.
you all managed to make it to the other side of the river. Let me get my map before I forget what the hell I'm doing. Also, let me change the music because it's a battle music. We're not in a battle at the moment.
Oh no, we might be, because love is a battlefield.
I mean that
You know,
we did basically just like leave them orphans essentially.
Well, they attacked us.
Tal'gor's like the whole time. They attacked us. They attacked
Really,
us.
Tal'gor? Tal'gor said that they had attacked us first.
No, I heard him say. He just keeps saying they attacked
They
us.
attacked us.
all right. So y'all managed to cross the river. You do kind of have to hop a little bit of like the offshoot that y'all are gonna have to follow into the mountains, but it's like 20 feet across.
Before we leave the sandbar, Phil is actually going to leave behind a small thing of food.
Tal'gor's
Okay.
gonna steal it. I'm just kidding.
Just
Wow.
Phil puts it down. Tal'gor. Damn it, Tal'gor! Now I got to give away my only other pomegranate.
I am going to do the same thing. I mean, that's a good nature. That we had taught them a hard lesson and that we should also give them a sweeter reward
I
for
think
doing the
the
right
world
thing.
they live in, I mean, it's pretty brutal, so.
What
We're probably less brutal than most of the people here.
what type of food are y'all leaving? I know we don't really talk like rations that much, but like
Well,
Only fruit.
Phil's not leaving fruit.
That-
Phil's leaving all the dried meat that he can without being like, right, that's the one piece of jerky that I really look.
I
Hey, look,
don't
does
eat
this
meat.
hold on? Does this piece of jerky look a little bit like Bahamut? Look, right here, it looks like Bahamut coming down out the sky.
Making a
It does
religion
not.
check on that.
that's a nat 1. It does not.
A little bit, but no, just it's fine.
What's that called when you see things like a face?
Oh.
Paradolia.
Yeah, he said,
Pareidolia.
look, see, like right here. Oh.
Yeah, that's the word, pareidolia, because there's a whole subreddit on that.
I learned about pareidolia from watching Ghost Hunters.
I had learned about it from watching a YouTuber named Captain Sparkles.
I watched it, but I've learned about it, but keep forgetting the name of it because someone sold a Cheeto that sort of looked like Elvis for a lot of money back in the early 00s when I was in college.
The
Like
early odds.
But
the early back in Ox 6, someone sold an Elvis Cheeto for $55 on the eBay.
But I am basically leaving all of my meat rations, but because I am a vegetarian.
Right. The both of you roll perception checks for me.
That
10.
tracks. 5.
You leave the meat and you head off.
If they get it, cool. If they don't, I'll just one sneaky alligator.
Or, grog.
Grog doesn't.
I know.
He barely climbs out of the tree to get back on his burrow beast and head out. Like,
Grog, how you doing?
That was scary.
That is scary. Nah, it just wasn't
No,
that
I just think
frightening.
it was a domestic dispute that went wrong.
Scary.
All right, you know what? We can't tell him it wasn't scary to him.
Right.
Horses with sharp teeth. That's scary.
And then that they could swim, too. So,
See, that. You know what? I'll give it a 7.
yeah,
It
about
was
a
weird.
7.
It was weird.
Very
Also,
weird.
Arten just became a fucking blender.
I mean, I had knew he had it in him. I guess that it must be what him and
You know,
Erebos are just doing for
No,
special
I think he's
training.
been pent up and angry ever since you killed all the little turkey raptors, and he didn't get to hit him, and he's been really upset. And he's just been pent up. Like he complained about it for like the whole way when he wasn't telling me to shut up about something I wasn't talking about.
You should call it the wet rage.
I mean, that.
Are you sure Tal'gor can't understand what we're saying?
Erebos has been running translation.
I mean, it's just Erebos running just translations, so it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I am just used to urban environment.
It's really hard when you can't understand people. I don't like thinking that you can't understand people.
It is pretty rough.
Yeah, but good
You
job,
seem-
Arten.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking go. That side of the river's over there.
All right.
We need to go.
So y'all cross the river. You head to the. It looks like, I know it's all hidden under the words, but it looks like y'all are gonna have to cross like the little tributary that runs by Pekatli to actually follow better into the mountains. So, as just making this easy, as y'all approach Pekatli itself, it does appear to be a ruin. It is another ruined city. Lots of buildings that have crumbling walls, and the kind of graded streets are all tore up with tree roots and washouts. Toward the, even if you're just passing by, like you don't actually have to go into the city to follow the river, but even if you're just passing by, it's really easy to see what looks like a stone spire that's been like toppled against a building somewhere near the center of town. Like it kind of arches up at an angle, like over the building. And as you all are heading by, Grog says,
They say they never found the diamonds.
Diamonds?
I feel like Arten.
Do tell.
The temple in there with the tower. There were 3 of them. And there were diamonds, and emeralds, and rubies.
With the Sun Empire? Consider
Yeah,
that stealing?
they never found them. I feel like it's finders keepers.
Hold up.
Hold on.
So let's evaluate something here. For Dion, what time of day is it? Is it evening?
so yeah, this is pushing in toward evening.
Right. Probably better to camp
Yes.
in something with walls, with very limited access in. Oh, hold on. It doesn't have a roof. There's still the flange. Better than nothing, right?
Right, because...
So we gotta go in anyway. So that's, I guess, 1 point for Grog.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming you're gonna go klepto, aren't you?
If we find the diamonds.
Alright. Negative side. I still stand by my policy, we don't go in churches. Because the last time we tried to go in one, we got attacked by shadow beasts. And this whole adventure started. Which I enjoy everybody's company, but we've had some bad shit happen ever since we went into that church.
Could I make a religion check on the spire?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty high though, because this is something very like world specific here. But
Natural 20 with a
Okay.
28.
so, at least on the architecture of the buildings and everything, this really resembles Pachatupa, the capital.
Mm-hmm.
The same like dimensions and the way things are put together. At this distance, though, you can't tell much about the one spire you can see. It definitely appears to be like heavily carved. It almost looks like, for Spence brain, it almost looks pixelated at this distance.
Okay.
But it looks intricate, but it's impossible to see details as far out.
It seems it's kind of like the capital city that we were at, and it's got some very intricate carvings on it.
Alright, so I'm gonna mark that as a 2 for no, we don't go try to steal the diamonds because it's the people that seem to be upset about anybody stealing some stuff. I feel like Arten, well, nobody's here. They're dead. It's not stealing.
It's a ruin. It's like a grave. If it's open, you can take shit.
No, that's called grave, Robin.
If it's open, it's not a grave anymore.
Arten.
Going to basically just do like a little slide produce flame at just like Grog's feet.
Don't get put in detention.
Pulls out the enchanted button.
Diamonds.
Don't do that.
Wait,
It is
wait.
nighttime.
Why did you do that? Just make cricket noises.
Chirp.
I don't know if that helps.
Do they have crickets here?
Lots of
A
bugs.
4-foot cricket just lands, grabs Grog, and jumps off.
A 7-foot dragonfly comes buzzing by.
All right, I kind of want to befriend that because that might be useful.
But-
Let's polymorph into a massive dragon. Right, so we're at 2 and 2 here.
So we're 2 and 2.
I'm gonna say
I'll actually put on the jungle music again.
time-wise, we're resting, so I
Sure.
don't know.
What about curses?
I mean
The possibility of curses.
but the thing is
Listen, 'cause I can't.
that you know that if that I think I had that one. I can't remember if I had that one spell or not. I guess that it must have been swapped out if I had that other one to where that we had our own little bitty, resting place. That'd be great for 8 hours, but I don't have that.
Well, the Yemen's tiny hut.
Yeah, that's the one, Nate.
Oh, that would be so cramped with all of us.
I guess. But
Also,
it'd
Arten
be
sleep
safe.
farts.
I mean, that just as long as that it doesn't smell like cinnamon, it'll be okay.
I'd rather it smell like cinnamon than ass. I'm sorry.
You know that he's right here. You know that, right?
Right here.
Arten is.
Is he still dripping wet?
I would say we're. Oh no,
It's humid, so
we're still soggy. Oh, we're moist.
you're
No.
sticky.
Well,
Phil,
I'm like a duck. So
do y'all need me to basically dry us off? Because I.
Phil's actually been doing prestidigitation the whole time to keep him while we're riding to keep himself from being stabbed.
At this point, y'all's burrow beasts are kind of turning for the buildings.
Now, look.
We're just-
No, I'm just saying we were going to camp here anyway because
Yeah.
there's walls, but I don't think personally. It's a good idea to go wandering around, especially at night. But as Phil says that, because he says, I don't think
What does Tal'gor think?
he's gonna put a
How
hand
big is
on
the
the.
temple.
So again, it's kind of set like
Good.
farther into the city,
Mm-hmm.
but the spire you're seeing looks like George Washington
Could we
Monument.
bring in the burrow beast into the temple so we don't leave him
Well,
outside?
but the temple is
you
deep
can't
into the
see
city.
you can't see the temple itself. You
We
can
can't
only
see- we
see
can
one
only
of
see
the
the spires,
spires that's
okay.
kind of braced on another building, like it
Okay.
fell.
I got
tree
you. I
of the
got you.
forest.
I'm just like,
But all of
Let's
the
go.
all of the buildings are made for like dinosaur usage.
I got you.
So I mean, Phil's not saying no to not go in.
Right.
He's just saying, look. He said, I don't think we should look for diamonds, but he's going to put his hand down on the lantern while riding and just think. Right? I don't think we need them, but second opinion is always warranted. And
Diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. Oh my, let's go.
It's like a great spell component. What kind of magical paper?
Phil's going to take his hand off the lantern
No, I didn't call that. I'm not
And-
going to do that this time.
and look over. Yeah. Looks like I'm going to look at some point.
I mean, you could look in the morning. You don't have to look overnight.
I got a job in the morning.
But diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Y'all watch Phil blush a little bit.
Talking to your god again.
What, you don't pray?
Goddess!
Goddess, yes, goddess.
Goddess.
Like the lantern. Goddess! Phil.
Oh,
Goddess.
sorry. I am sorry. I did not mean to misgender.
No, it's like you can technically say that in general. Like people say mankind because humans are weird like that. But don't do that to her.
I
She has an
mean,
ego.
I mean that.
Like, Phil's like the little stuffed monkey meme.
But it's, that just as long as that that we can keep that Grog safe. It's why do I let you care about Grog? But anyway,
Grog, you don't go wandering in without me and Arten. Arten, you don't go wander.
All right, so you all can find a building that will suffice as a stronghold for the night. It's not entirely decrepit. The ceiling's mostly intact. There's vines kind of hanging down through a hole in it, but
We'll cast mending enough to make sure there's at least a dry area over us.
Oh, definitely. Like I'm saying, there's like a single like hole in the ceiling, but like there's plenty of other space. So y'all can make a camp kind of inside for the night. It's more like a man-made cave than a.
It's
In a
dank
building
in
at
here.
this
Let's
point,
be
but-
honest. It's just dank in this room.
It's kind of moist. Now, if y'all would, what are passive perceptions all around again?
12,
How do you think it's
12,
It's 10 plus your perception.
14 for
passive?
Arten.
It was 14 then.
Okay, Arten and Tal'gor, though, as y'all are kind of picking spots to set up camp and, like, you know, kind of arranging things, and the burrow beasts are kind of, after y'all, like, pull the saddles off and everything, they all kind of move to, like, the edges of this large room and start, like, nibbling at some of the vines and mosses and stuff.
Okay.
But Tal'gor and Arten, as you're all kind of getting things set up, the both of you kind of feel like something is taking notice. But it's not exactly visible. Even if you look at where you're feeling eyes watching you, it's not really visible.
It's the predator. Can I do an active check? To try to see if I can
Yes.
see.
He is
Make an investigation though.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. It's 20. That's
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Damn. Okay, I've rolled 2.
I haven't rolled this many natural 20.
I rolled
ever.
6.
I rolled like, I
Y'all
rolled
had a great
3.
night.
We are going to die next
Probably.
week. It's gonna balance out somehow.
It's okay. I got a lot of health.
It's okay. I got my DM dice. We're good.
See, I haven't had these dice to keep. I had them packed up and put away.
You also left them at my house for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, that happens. Sorry.
It's cool.
All right. So, you were both feeling this presence watching, from kind of a rather dark corner, kind of over under the hole in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of moss hung and everything over there, kind of obscures the whole corner.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking a little more attentively, though, it does look like something is moving kind of behind the moss, like using the moss as like a screen, and you hear a little bit of
So I'm gonna like
skittle noise.
scat these two,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say, look, check out that corner and look at it closely. Something
In the room
behind
we're
it.
in,
Yeah.
It's like a single big room.
we're in the stable.
But there's like that the moss, and I'm gonna point out there's something behind it.
See investigation for Zhonya.
We'll say the building itself, like the room that you're in, is about 80 feet by 80 feet. It's a pretty good size.
We're in the warehouse.
She got a 21 on that investigation.
As you're looking more and more attentively, like staring down this corner, you see kind of poking through the moss intermittently what look like long insectoid legs.
It is long invertebrate legs and insectoid.
How big?
About yay big.
So like that's how big the leg coming out of the moss that's on the wall. That's much bigger than what I'm used to
I
insect-wise.
mean that.
Okay. Phil is going to. Do you point out where you saw it?
Yes.
Phil's going to use prestidigitation to make that area smell like mint.
Okay.
Because he read somewhere that most bugs do not like mint.
Okay.
Just, ha.
Get a little. It's a stone.
But it's
Is it
in the
stone?
room. I'm not setting the room on fire. I
But
intend to
the
sleep in.
smoke's gonna go out. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep on forgetting about I have burning hands as a daily.
As you cast mint over toward that corner, cast mint.
Cast mint.
We're gonna name this use of prestidigitation perfume. And So you mintify it over there, and the like skittering noises, the kind of shuffling of the moss stops momentarily, and then seems to kind of be traveling up the wall in a rather long serpentine type of motion.
Is it staying in the room, or is
In staying in the room and like climbing toward the ceiling, but like staying like behind, like moving through the
I get
moss.
what you're saying. Like it's staying hidden.
Yeah. But yeah,
Like
you
that.
definitely see those legs, and there's a lot of them.
I mean, y'all are the big spellcasters.
That Phil's sitting there calculating. Oh shit! It's like a giant fucking centipede.
Can you still
And
do magnify gravity?
The legs
it's just the
themselves
first
and
one.
what
Make it
little bits
drop.
of the carapace that you start to
If
see
it's
as
on
the
top,
moss
make
gets
it
thinner
fall down. I don't know
are a
if that's what
very
you wanna do.
vibrant purple color.
I could no, that'd be gravity
lavender?
sinkhole to basically suck it in.
Alright, it's
Oh.
poisonous, it's poisonous, it's poisonous.
It's on the
Phil's,
it's on the
you know,
ceiling,
just
right?
throw mint
Yeah,
at it a
but
couple
gravity
times, backing
sinkhole
up.
is kind of like a miniature black hole.
I got you.
It's, that thing's poisonous, and it's large. It's...
Do we need to get rid of it?
So I
Don't
don't
touch it.
I don't want to eat this in our sleep.
So, I mean, yeah, we got to, but I don't want to touch it.
At about this point, as the thing is getting closer and closer to the ceiling, all of you, in your heads, hear, you carry something special.
What the fuck?
What? What?
What? Arten?
I'm gonna say it.
What was it?
Is that you?
What?
No, that wasn't me.
I was talking to the Philippine or whatever.
Oh,
You carry special things. And your fate, it's tied to them.
Fuck is this like a centipede? Don't like this. Bugs in my brain, bugs in the brain.
It finally emerges from the moss where you all can see it fully. And it's a large, about 6 foot long, glowing purple centipede.
Okay. Cool.
okay.
Hey.
Great.
Alright, why is this freakier than the frickin' water horse thing? I think it just wanted to eat us.
No, that the water horses, that they were just fugly, as that you and
They
Arten
were
said.
majestic beasts. Have you...
Who are you? I'm talking to the centipede.
I am one who seeks the gossip of eternities.
The gossips of eternities? Did I hear right?
Destiny is
Destinies. Let's get to murder.
We do not have to fight. I could tell you
I
of
can
the land you
understand
left
it, right?
behind. Mhm.
Okay.
This seems to bypass whatever the belt has
Okay.
done to you.
Yeah, I figured you would have said something.
Hey, you don't give away things for free.
No.
What's the price?
The shard of destiny.
Oh yeah, no, that's too expensive. Way too expensive.
Transaction declined on that one, I'm
We-
afraid.
I would argue that our count is not capable of sustaining that type of loss currently at the moment.
No, I believe that they call that insufficient funds.
Check we can't bounce.
I mean, that
Yeah,
we
we
are
can't-
not going to overdraft this one.
Our crystal card has got a really low spending limit.
Crystal
All
card,
of-
don't you mean
All of
platinum?
you can have a fresh inspo. Like this is too damn much. I love it.
We're having like a freaking finance meeting with a talking centipede. So that's a hard no. Hard no. Arten, that feels like
Just saying.
no. He's not. Arten's
So
smart.
at this point, it is kind of like clinging to the ceiling near the hole. It's kind of like it lifts its little head back, its antennae are kind of going all over the place. It seems to be kind of like looking backwards at you guys. And it says, "You each are adjusting the threads of fate. Perhaps, in exchange, you would put your own destiny."
I have already had my destiny granted to me by a second time, so no thank you.
Pass. Please tell me Grog is not jumping. It's like, Destiny!
He is hiding behind one of the burrow beast's asses.
I feel like this is when it poops.
I could tell you how to stop those who are the keys, or how to find the keys to save the Zraelans.
We need keys? I thought we were getting jewels.
What do I want to make? I am debating
When
on...
the fuck were we collecting keys?
I am debating on Arcana. I am asking y'all, do y'all think I should do Arcana or Religion?
Maybe Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay.
Oh, I will assist the best
Okay.
I can. Because Phil's sitting there like, we were collecting keys?
Okay, that is a 23 on the Arcana check.
You get the distinct feeling that this creature is not talking about the shards as keys. Some other aspects that are interwoven into the destiny, the fate of Zrael.
It
Maybe
is.
the gems.
It isn't talking about that the big shard.
So now we're looking for keys too.
Actions are taken by those who weave the threads of fate. Those actions echo through eternities.
That's everybody though.
There
You
are
have
three.
a kid and you're echoing through eternity, especially if they have a kid.
There are three.
There are
One.
three.
The champion of Finos. One who will either seal the death or life of the queen and her guard. And a third, the only one who can share the heart of Kairos.
Wait,
She may be talking about.
is she talking about the mom?
No, that she may be talking about the gems we are still holding on to, but
I still don't want to give her anything to eat. Like, we kind of need this.
anyway,
Still pass.
it is still a pass because that we've already made a deal before, but we don't need to make another deal.
There are several deals on the table.
Yes.
If we meet again, I will not ask a second time. I will simply take what I want.
If we see it again, you're free to murder it.
Okay. He was probably going to sneak us, so. But not tonight.
Sleep well. And it skitters out the opening onto the roof and away.
That was way creepier than anything else we've dealt with here.
Could I make a history check to see that if anything from my learning at Strixhaven I have read about anything like this?
You could, but I can almost guarantee you're not going to get it.
Can I assist to give her advantage because of going through the astral sea and all
You
the
can
way?
make your own check is what you can do.
Okay.
If you would even.
Natural 19 on the die, so that is a 27.
18.
it talked of fate and destiny, and you've heard of other like you dealing with quandrix, you know, the potentialities and things like that. It's familiar to you, but in a very scientific way. And this feels more of the arcane, like divination side of things, rather than the altering side of like actually manipulating energy. So you've heard of similar situations, but you've never heard of anything like this.
I know from just scientific theories and stuff that you will determine the possibilities from arcane nature, but this appears to be a bit of the divination kind. Like it, never seen anything like this before in my life.
It makes sense. It was sitting there trying to tell us about foreseen futures.
I mean that it had knew about Zrael. That's something, and then that's the first thing we have encountered.
I thought.
Phil, you could roll an Arcana check though for me.
Give me the brain cell.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Goodbye, brain cell. Hello, brain cell.
First time I've had it.
Yeah.
But
No, look, going through the astral sea and traveling, I got no clue what that is. That's weird.
I mean
I
that
mean, I'm figuring it's a trans-dimensional being.
quite possibly my memory is still shoddy, so I don't know.
Or that thing's just a really good poker player and lied to all of us that greatly.
I mean
I couldn't even be mad if that's what it did.
I never played poker, so I don't have a poker face.
Tal'gor, kill it. Whenever it shows back up, if it does.
You gonna help?
No. Yes.
I mean,
When have I not helped? Don't answer that question, because there's things I've done that definitely have been a hindrance
Well-
in some situations.
other than that, I guess then I can just go in and just start the fire and just get stuff ready.
I'll take first watch.
I take second. Arten and the airboat, so they always take the third. So
I'll go.
Erebos, are you getting tired, or are you gonna still be good?
I'm good.
Right? Didn't know, Empire, you seem to, not like certain things, so felt like it being so sunny and everything might not be great. Look at this, I am peeling.
I'm gonna do the same thing on the other arm.
I wasn't peeling it. Oh.
how?
Oh. Ow. Impressive, but ow. No. What's wrong with you?
I thought you needed help.
I'm bleeding.
Oh,
So,
the week.
no, I'm not that kind of vampire.
Vampire. I just thought that you didn't like the sun.
I just thought you were Irish. Yeah.
It's fine.
Right? Hasn't done anything yet, so no reason to distrust.
I mean,
Also gonna say this. You ever get a boat full of vampires when they're masquerading about? They don't attack you. You're the help. They don't know how to fly the boat. They'll be very proper. Most of them are nobles. They tip for shit, though.
I don't know anything about my dad, so.
I mean,
Oh.
I am going to go in and just take notes about that the toppled spire, and everything will be okay.
Okay. Watches overnight then, folks.
All right. Tal'gor and y'all are first.
We'll take first with Erebos. That is a 22.
Same.
But
Every
Perception.
Mhm.
Yeah.
every so often out in the night, you'll hear the various calls of hunting dinosaurs. At some point in the early hours of your watch, like a swarm of bats kind of flies by the hole in the ceiling, squeaky squeaky, flappy flappy noises. But it's fine, nothing happens.
the one thing I'll say that Phil wants to do during his watches, thank you for not attacking immediately with those. Back in
Yeah,
the
no,
river.
I don't kill kids.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if I was ever facing down like a horde of zombie kids, I'd just let them kill me. Scared as I am of dying, I don't think I could do it.
I think that'd be a time just to run.
I don't know. Have you ever seen kids? They run so fast.
Oh yeah, they get like that straight legged run going and like go somehow like 60 miles. It's
I
terrifying.
know, right?
Especially, when I was a lad, my parents would always be, now, Fil'verl, you have to watch the little ones and make sure they don't get too close to the railings. We don't need them to fall off the jammer. And I'd be like, of course, Father, I would never do that. I lost one kid, and I have felt terrible ever since then. It's
Your
just...
dad sounds like a prick. Hello!
Hello.
I text you, you're not gonna get food.
I know, but rappers on stream.
Look, I can't see it. Hi.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Hi, bye.
Hi, bye.
No, another one. Burgers.
No, my dad. He wasn't so much a dick, he was just stuffy. That's just how Astral Elves are. Astral Elves are just stuffy, but thank you for doing that. I needed the reinforcement, because I know the professor would stop.
Yeah, I mean, she keeps talking about, is it Daryl? Davin? Calvin. Yeah.
I don't know what Calvin did.
What if Calvin was a kid? She's just so violent to a kid.
I kind of assume when she calls him a kid, she means like a 25-year-old that's like never grown up. And I have less pity in that case. I don't think she literally was like beating and magically berating like a 12-year-old. I mean, she's not like some type of... I don't think she's the type of teacher that was like, oh, you're not this type of wizard. I'm going to be an ass to you. Your dad was a shit when we went to school together. I'm going to be shitty to you now. Yet somehow some people still like him for absolutely no reason.
I don't know, I never really went to school. The closest I ever got was the training for the council, the blood hunters. That was a mess.
Just bats go over. I know that I'm terrified that like that's going to drop down and be like a thing we don't want to deal with.
I feel like if they wanted to, they could. But I think there's bigger fish to fry out there. So
I think that might be an inappropriate statement after what happened back at the river. Are they horses?
I don't know, they felt like fae.
I'm gonna call them hippopotamuses because they were water horses. That seems
Funny.
Anyway, thanks again. Sometimes everybody needs a little bit of a ruttery correction because that could have gone south real quick.
In my culture, if you're old enough to pick up a blade and just axe somebody, it's just the way it goes.
Ask somebody. God dang it.
Tal'gor, when he's 5, let me ask you a question.
Ankles!
Did it hurt? And I guess that'll be Phil will go trance.
Alright.
Okay. Second watch.
Alright. Doggo and Zhonya. Okay, so Doggo had got a 16 and Zhonya had got a 15.
The middle of the night passes without trouble, same kind of thing.
That she did just want to be like, whew, well, I didn't want to, make a lesson out of just some kids who had just lost their parents after that they tried to murder us.
So what if it was like Calvin?
About Calvin, it was actually his sister. From what I remember, Strixhaven had brought back a memory. I was teaching them about how to control time and space, and then there was an accident that happened. And it was basically that the student basically had lost control of the giant rock inside of the auditorium. Then that it was basically her magic was outweighing my magic at the time because I was just too busy focused on just my other duties. And the rock crashed down and killed the student and also killed somewhat of a lover I had. He was just a teacher assistant.
Calvin the Go?
No, no, that this was Calvin's younger sister, that Calvin was a senior student of mine.
Then why are you always so pissed at Calvin?
Because that he never forgave me for it, and then that he still blames me for the death, even though that he knew well that it was out of my control. That he knew what he was signing up for.
So the student that got smashed was Calvin's sister?
Yes.
I thought you said it was Calvin's sister that was holding up the rock.
Yeah, that she was a little bit too close. That they were the brash type.
Oh.
You know, like that the old phrase of, you know, that if that you have a hard head that you will get a softened ass or something like that.
I've never heard that.
It is basically that the more stubborn you are, then that you will end up paying for it in the long run.
738 years and I've never heard that.
Yeah, but then that
Or maybe I did not forget.
it had just turned just to a bitter relationship between us.
So, but he was a student. He could have taken other classes.
No, that he had needed, because that was a requirement for him to graduate.
Seems like he could have taken other classes.
No.
Circumstances.
I was the only professor who had was teaching that graduation
That
class.
seems like time for a sabbatical.
Possibly, but Calvin, that he wanted to prove something. I don't know, but regardless, then that he just irked me to the point of he just got on my nerves.
Seems more like he's vengeance questing there, and that's never
We
good.
now know the BBEG.
It's Calvin.
Finos pulls off his mask.
Calvin all the time!
Hello, Professor.
But, you know, after just doing some recollections and stuff, that whenever that all of this is over, get back to Strixhaven and then that basically make a classroom name for his sister. Cynthia was the name.
Yes.
Zorina's just panting.
Yeah, it's hot. It's steamy.
Yeah, but, you know, regulating temperature up in this humid heat does have its advantages, but, you know, that was a good thing we did. We didn't have to, you know, go and I was just going to burn them alive if whatever, but I was like, no.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you were willing to burn kids alive.
Like Phil leaning up from behind him. Grog.
I mean, that I was a bit of a wildflower before I became a professor.
I think you mean wildfire.
Touche.
So, yeah, if you ever go around threatening and attacking kids again,
I'm not going to attack children.
if you do, I'll fight you.
That's fair enough, but I'm not going to fight children.
If you
Besides,
do, I'll bite you. Chomp, chomp. Sharp teeth. Not fun.
oh, well, I mean, that's just a punishment, I guess.
I'll bite you till you're dead.
I would just make sure we both die then.
Good luck. I'm half undead.
I can burn us both alive, but I'm fire resistant.
So am I. Tiefling, bitch.
We're all just.
Don't threaten
Not.
children.
I'm not threatening children.
You did.
I was the one that threatened children.
You didn't
I didn't threaten.
You followed through.
I'm just saying.
And
Fine.
Arten.
That I will keep up to my academic standards, and then that I don't threaten adolescents. I never have, never will.
But you did. You said, get out of here or burn. That's a threat.
Yes, but I wasn't going to follow through it.
They don't know that. They're children.
Well, sometimes that lessons have to be taught the hard way.
So, By bullying.
No, not by bullying.
Sounded like bullying.
That's not bullying.
Sounds like bullying. You were stronger than them, and you used that to intimidate them and get your way.
So Fil'verl just did the same thing then. So that he bullied them too then.
I never said he didn't.
Real healthy stuff.
I can't say anything. I just ate 2 tiny
That
cheeseburgers.
you must played a lot of chess, because then that's
Sodium.
you are one of the few people who have outsmarted me.
I
Get some
am
ass.
not a chess person. I am a Kalashtar checkers person.
Fair enough.
So it's a lovely night. I wonder what the moon phase is.
Yeah, let's just look at the moon.
It just goes by screaming.
It's like that song from Rick and Morty.
Okay, let's get the last watch out of the way and then we'll wrap.
Okay.
I said a hip hop, a hippie to the hippie. To
He
the
didn't make that. I know he didn't.
the boogie.
It's a 10.
Thankfully Erebos is paying attention. So rest of the night goes by without any further incidents.
No T-Rex pops never see one.
No Tarasques drop in.
T-Rex. Hey buddy, how you doing? Can I have one of your teeth?
Would you like to buy some watches? Anyway, we're gonna wrap it there because we're at time. Thank y'all for watching. This was kind of a filler episode. And hopefully next week we'll be back with continuing on to attempt to find the shard that y'all need to find here. Freebie for Arten on the compass check. It's still pointing the exact same direction. It has not moved.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Do the things.
Okay, so Sunday will be the 3rd. Will be a round table. I don't know what the subject is yet. We haven't posted it up.
Is that roll for initiative or initiative check?
No.
Uh,
First Sunday of the month is
Oh yeah, that's
first Sunday of the month is
right.
gonna be
Bonus
that-
round table.
bonus round table. Kitchen table will be the next week. We got 2 new shows that we're going to try. Initiative
Investigation.
check will happen the 3rd Sunday. Ninja Spence will be leading it. It's based off an idea that Nate proposed a year or so ago, to where there will be a subject and all the people that participate will look into it and then discuss it from different angles. And then the last Sunday of the month, we'll be doing a craft show. I don't know if it's going to stay Miro Makes or we're going to rename it. I'll get Claire to draw something, but it'll just be we're making something and streaming it. And if people want to come over while I'm doing it, cool. If people want to do something at home and we do it through Discord with cameras up, that's cool. So that's Sundays. Next week will be the return of Lost Seas on Monday. Tears of Kairos on Thursday. We might have a game night somewhere in there. I don't think we had anyone respond for Mothership. Did we? Okay. The week after that, the week of the 11th, we will probably not have anything actively streamed during the week because I will be in Indiana, it looks like.
Indiana.
So we might have some stuff streamed, but then the rest of the month, our weekly schedule of Monday being Lost Seas and Thursday being Tears of Kairos will be...
Summer vacation.
Well, we'll be going as normal. So I think that's all we got coming up. LeBlanc will mention the next charity run we have. That'll last a couple months. So that'll come up. And let's see. We on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, we are Team Bonus Action. If you see the Hydra, that's us. And on Twitter, we are at bonus_team. And Nate Paints Warhammer on Instagram, and we got
Ninja Spence, Twitter, Instagram, anything that if you just type it in on Google, you'll find me.
And then we got Neysa Does Cosplay on Twitch. So that's all the social stuff I think we got. And
I will say, whenever we get the next charity accumulation up and running, I will come up with something for Tears of Kairos, if y'all are okay with it, for literally chat interactions per price level on donations. It won't be anything terribly game breaking. It'll be stuff like influencing NPCs in the background or influencing encounters,
Right. We could-
random like
Yeah.
world things that
We
aren't
could
gonna
just have a
kill
sil-
you, but
We
something.
could also have
will be
like a
fun.
silly alternate game where even if it does get like that,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Yeet.
Okay, and since Nox is not here, everybody,
Don't,
don't let your meat loaf.
Good night, everybody. That is